Moving doesn't always move everyone. So Penske offers free unlimited miles on one-way rentals. For unlimited possibilities on what turns your move could take.
Don't just take a vacation, escape with a Vacasa vacation rental. From mountains to sea, our spotless vacation homes await. Enjoy private pools, full kitchens, and fast Wi-Fi. Ready for your perfect stay. And if anything comes up, we're here for you 24/7, so you can focus on the fun. This year, vacation better with Vacasa. Book your escape at vacasa.com/escape today.
Welcome to the 53rd running of the ASICS Falmouth Road Race. I'm here in the village of Woods Hole, home of the starting line for runners. Since 1973, the race has become one of the premier running events of the summer season and draws an international field of Olympians, elite runners, and thousands of recreational runners out to enjoy the scenic seaside course. Here begins our tour. It's 7 miles from here to the finish line in Falmouth Heights. Just over a mile into the course, runners pass by Nobska Light, one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of Falmouth. Built in 1829, Nobska Light towers over Vineyard Sound, nearly 100 feet above sea level, and is an active beacon for nearby ships as well as runners taking on their first big hill of the course. Right after mile 3, the foliage opens up as the race skirts Surf Drive. Along these sandy beaches, it's a flat on the way toward Falmouth Village. Runners are energized by official entertainment along the race course and by the spectators at the stilted beach houses. After mile 5, the course takes a sharp left around Falmouth Harbor. Here, ships of all sizes dot the landscape as the crowd lines the streets on the final push toward Falmouth Heights. Runners hear more and more cheering as they pass the 10K mark, and with less than a mile to go, it's a view of Martha's Vineyard across the bay. It's a sharp left on Grand Ave, and then a final uphill push toward the finish in scenic Falmouth Heights. 7 miles later, and we've made it to the finish line in Falmouth Heights. It's time for runners to celebrate, catch their breath, and enjoy everything that Falmouth has to offer. Thank you for watching our course tour, and we hope to see you at this year's ASICS Falmouth Road Race.
Hello, I'm Scott Gelfi, President of the Board of Directors for the Falmouth Road Race. For over 50 years, thousands of athletes have come to Cape Cod each summer to run our historic race. Organizing an event of this scale takes months of planning and dedication from our staff and volunteers to our public safety partners. We all know how important exercise is for maintaining good health, but running Falmouth or any summer road race can be physically demanding, especially in heat and humidity. One of our biggest concerns on race day is not just the weather, it's your heart health. We strongly encourage all athletes to have regular checkups with their primary care physician before participating in strenuous activity. Some individuals may have undiagnosed heart conditions, and the physical stress of racing can trigger sudden and serious medical issues, most critically, sudden cardiac arrest. Sudden cardiac arrest occurs when the heart stops beating effectively and the athlete collapses. It's a life-threatening emergency that requires immediate action. The Falmouth Road Race has one of the most comprehensive medical response systems of any road race in the country. We work closely with EMS, public safety officials, and our dedicated medical volunteers to ensure the safety of every participant. But we can't do it alone. We need your help. Recognizing and responding to sudden cardiac arrest quickly is critical to saving lives. When it happens, your actions in the first moments can make all the difference. An individual's chance of survival increases significantly when somebody nearby, like a fellow runner or spectator, begins cardiopulmonary resuscitation, or CPR, immediately. In this video, we'll show you how to provide hands-on CPR so you can be ready to act and potentially save a life. You don't need to be a medical professional. Bystander CPR can bridge the gap until our medical team arrives. Your willingness to step in could be the reason someone survives.
Each and every one of us has the opportunity and responsibility to assist in the event of an emergency like a cardiac arrest. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation, commonly known as CPR, is a life-saving action that can be performed by almost anyone. Studies have shown that bystander CPR, specifically the CPR started by the person who first witnesses the cardiac arrest, is the most important determinant.
Welcome to the 53rd running of the ASICS Falmouth Road Race. I'm here in the village of Woods Hole, home of the starting line for runners. Since 1973, the race has become one of the premier running events of the summer season and draws an international field of Olympians, elite runners, and thousands of recreational runners out to enjoy the scenic seaside course. Here begins our tour. It's 7 miles from here to the finish line in Falmouth Heights. Just over a mile into the course, runners pass by Nobska Light, one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of Falmouth. Built in 1829, Nobska Light towers over Vineyard Sound, nearly 100 feet above sea level, and is an active beacon for nearby ships as well as runners taking on their first big hill of the course. Right after mile 3, the foliage opens up as the race skirts Surf Drive. Along these sandy beaches, it's a flat on the way toward Falmouth Village. Runners are energized by official entertainment along the race course and by the spectators at the stilted beach houses. After mile 5, the course takes a sharp left around Falmouth Harbor. Here, ships of all sizes dot the landscape as the crowd lines the streets on the final push toward Falmouth Heights. Runners hear more and more cheering as they pass the 10K mark, and with less than a mile to go, it's a view of Martha's Vineyard across the bay. It's a sharp left on Grand Ave, and then a final uphill push toward the finish in scenic Falmouth Heights. 7 miles later, and we've made it to the finish line in Falmouth Heights. It's time for runners to celebrate, catch their breath, and enjoy everything that Falmouth has to offer. Thank you for watching our course tour, and we hope to see you at this year's ASICS Falmouth Road Race.
Hello, hello, hello. Testing. the Great American Road Race. Welcome to the 53rd running of the ASICS Falmouth Road Race, the Great American Road Race, a celebration of health, fitness, and community spirit. An end-of-the-summer 7-mile run along Vineyard Sound from Woods Hole to Falmouth Heights, 11,400 runners making their way along this iconic race course. Hi, everybody. I'm Tony Revis, along with the Falmouth Road Race President Scott Gelfie. Welcome to an absolutely ideal summer's race day for the 53rd running of the Falmouth Road Race. Scott, you dialed in a beauty this morning.
Unbelievable. We got a little tailwind out here. Right now it's not too hot, so hopefully they can get ahead of things and get hydrated out on the course and be ready for when the heat comes.
Our first runner is already out on the course. That's Brian Salzberg, 82 years of age, from Philadelphia. Makes the pilgrimage back to Falmouth every year because he is the final Mohican, so to speak. He was the only legacy runner who began in 1973 and remains on the course here in 2025. And Brian is still wearing all through the expo this weekend his original 1973 t-shirt. He can still fit in the son of a gun. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, it really is amazing. At 83 years old, he's still out here doing it. And I know that he has a goal of getting to 60. So this is a step in the way, along the way to get there.
This year we celebrate the 50th year running of the wheelchair division here at the Falmouth Road Race. It's one of the great traditions here on the Cape. Bob Hall in 1975 had run the Boston Marathon in April and came to the Falmouth Road Race, and John Carroll, Rich Sherman, Kathy and Lucia, the 4 race directors, were smart enough, kind enough, and intelligent enough to realize that this was a real athlete, and they let him run on that course, and he began a grand tradition as Falmouth retains one of the great wheelchair fields in the world, and we have another great field of athletes, Paralympians, world record holders, and they'll be the next off on the course. And they take off what time? Let me see here. They take off at 8:40, I believe.
They do. It should be fun. I know Daniel and Tatiana are looking at some course records as well. So, and it's also great that we have former champions, Craig Blanchett, 8-time winner, and also our friend Candace Cable, 6-time winner.
Yes, part of the legacy here at the Falmouth Road Race. And defending champion Miguel Jimenez Figuera and Hoda El Shourbaghi from Egypt out of Champaign, Illinois, are leading the fields. But as you say, last year was a Paralympic year, and Daniel Romanchuk, who was a 2-time Paralympic gold medalist, was not here. He is the course record holder on the men's side at 21 minutes and 23 seconds. He set that back in 2023. On the women's side, Tatiana McFadden, I believe, is a 5-time Falmouth Road Race champion. Hasn't won it since 2019, got second in 2022, but she won the Falmouth Mile on just the other night, and so she is really in fine form and looking to get back on the top step of that podium. The course record, however, is held by Susanna Scaroni back in 2023 at 24 minutes and 38 seconds. So great fields in the wheelchair division, and then next up will be the elite women. The elite women take off at 8:50, and then the elite men and the first wave at 9 o'clock. And then we'll meet them all here at Falmouth Heights. Essentially, Scott, this began as a race from bar to bar, not from a specific starting line to a specific finish line. It started from a bar in Woods Hole to a bar on Falmouth Heights.
Absolutely, and it was all at the vision of our founder, Tommy Leonard. He watched Frank win the gold medal in '72. That inspired him to have a race and try to get Frank here. And he needed the Shermans and Carrolls to carry that out, and here we are.
Yeah, the third year, it was 92 finishers back in 1973, and I think it was Tommy's birthday. It was a driving rainstorm. The second year, I think the 400 runners, and then they did indeed bring Frank Shorter to the Cape in 1975, where he spent summers as a kid from upstate New York. So there was already a connection with Falmouth with Frank, and he came in and then met up with this other Boston legend in the making, Bill Rogers. And the rivalry between Bill Rogers, the American record holder in the marathon, and Frank Shorter, the Olympic champion in the marathon, on the course here at Falmouth in many ways was the launch pad of what came to be known as the running boom. And Frank is now a resident here in Falmouth, Massachusetts. I saw him last night. It's always good to see Frank, the godfather of American running. So right now it's about 24 minutes past the hour of 8. and we still have a few minutes before we head down to the starting line. It's the sport has any number of ways of setting up courses. This was a point-to-point race course. We have loop courses. We have different records for different courses, and the course record on the men's side is held by two men. Gilbert Okari of Kenya back in 2004 ran 31 minutes and 8 seconds. It's just extraordinary. When Frank and Bill were tussling back in the day, they were running more in the 32:20s range. So now with the new shoes and the new training and the new nutrition, that record's been taken down to 31:08. The record was tied in 2023 by Wesley Kiptoo from Kenya. And he is returning this year after missing the race last year. So Wesley Kiptoo, an Iowa State grad, is looking forward to taking his second Falmouth title. On the women's side, the record has just been astonishing. It was set back in 2000 by Lorna Kiplagat from Kenya, and no one's come close to that. Helen Obiri won this race a couple of years ago in 35:13. So that's the closest anyone's come to that race record, which has stood the test of time. 5 minutes per mile for a woman on this course. Just extraordinary. What kind of day would you say it is, Scott? From a weather standpoint, what sort of day would you call this?
Well, we do have that tailwind, which probably makes it a little scary because I think people think that maybe they can go a little faster with the tailwind. But it is still hot out here. It's going to get a little even more hot. It's humid, so I think the runners should be conservative when they start. I think the elites, they're going to take advantage of that tailwind. And I know talking to Wesley Kiptoo beforehand, he wants to break that course record. He doesn't want to share it with anyone. So, I think we both know how Wesley runs. So, he's going to go after it for sure.
Let's see how it plays out. Right now, let's go down to the start line and check in with the action on Water Street.
Well, this is Carissa Galloway right here at the start at the Falmouth Road Race, where 50 years ago was their inaugural wheelchair race here. This is Will Lear. He was here in 1977. Well, can you put into words, when Falmouth said yes to having a wheelchair race, what that meant?
Well, I was so happy to be able to compete in an event that was a public race. I had always done just wheelchair racing before, so to be able to be out on the street competing against myself with the public was terrific.
Do you have a favorite memory from your 25-plus races here in Falmouth?
Well, I have so many. I think I have to say the people here. The town has been wonderful. They're so supportive, and I enjoy every year I come up here.
Inclusivity is paramount. You see people do something, you inspire to that. How did that, watching pioneers like Bob Hall race, inspire you to show up and to keep showing up?
When Bob Hall did the Boston Marathon, I was still in high school. I saw a picture of him in the paper, and I was blown away. I grew up with a disability, so to see that was just fantastic. And then I got to meet him, and he encouraged me to get involved in wheelchair racing. And then he asked me and some friends to come to Falmouth and race with able-bodied runners. I said, well, how far? He goes, oh, it's like 7 miles. I had never pushed 7 miles in my life, and I was so happy to be part of it. And the rest is history.
The rest is history, and you are part of that history. You continue to inspire. So athletes, spectators, when you see these chairs come by you, give them a lot of cheers, give them a lot of love, and thank you for Falmouth for continuing to push forward inclusivity in endurance sports. Now, as we get closer to the start, let's take a look at a special welcome message.
Good morning. I'm Scott Gelfie, president of the Falmouth Road Race. I would like to wish you the best of luck as you make your 7-mile trek from Woods Hole to Falmouth Heights. I would especially like to wish all the wheelchair athletes the best today on our 50th running of the wheelchair division. We are proud of the fact that we are the first race to ever officially have this division. Tommy Leonard, our race founder, would be so happy to know that we are celebrating such a momentous occasion. So enjoy the race, our beautiful course, and we will see you at the finish line.
Do you want to run up?
Hi, I'm Bob Hall. I first raced the Falmouth Road Race in 1975, and it was the thrill of my life. I'll never forget that moment. So many people, such a great day, so much encouragement. The ride through the hills, to the flats, along the beach, and to the finish line was really, really exuberant. A moment I'll never forget. Good luck, be safe, and enjoy the moment. It'll last forever.
Falmouth is on the traditional homeland of the Wampanoag tribe, the people of the First Light, who continue to live and thrive here in the community. As we all take part in this weekend's events, we pay homage and respect to those who first inhabited this land for over 15,000 years. In addition, we wish to recognize and welcome runners, supporters, and spectators who are of Indigenous and Native heritage who have joined us here today.
Hello, I'm Megan Faulkner, Executive Director of Falmouth Road Race, Inc. Welcome to Race Weekend. The ASICS Falmouth Road Race is the signature fundraising event for our nonprofit organization, whose mission is to support and promote local organizations with a specific focus on youth athletics and programming that promotes health and wellness. Runners, volunteers, spectators, partners, and staff participating this weekend are all part of this fundraiser that impacts thousands of lives in Cape Cod and beyond. Since 2011, Falmouth Road Race, Inc. has contributed more than $5.9 million to missions-aligned local projects and initiatives. In addition, our Numbers for Nonprofit program hosts 4,000 runners from 225 different charity teams each year, helping our charity partners raise over $71 million, bringing awareness to their causes since launching in 2000. We wish you a happy and healthy weekend with us here in Falmouth, and thank you for the impact you have helped our organizations make a lasting impact in our community and beyond.
Now, as you just heard, the charity component is such a wonderful component of the Falmouth Road Race, and I have one of our duos here. Everybody say hi to my man, Nicholas, in the chair. Nicholas is a veteran. He's going to do his touchdown symbol for us, and Pat is here pushing Nicholas. Tell us a little bit about your why for wanting to do this.
We run for those who can't, for Smile Mass. Nicholas is a seasoned pro. We're ready to go.
Tell us a little bit about what Smile Mass does.
We run for those who can't. It's a great organization. We got another runner back there, and there's not much to it. It's a great organization. We raised a lot of money. All the organizations out here, it's incredible.
It's a really beautiful sight to see these athletes in the chairs, and we don't think about how much it's a challenge for you, but it's a challenge for the athletes like Nicholas in the chair to endure the 7 miles as well. So what have you done to get Nicholas amped and prepped and ready to do this race?
It's all in the training. We trained. He's hydrated. We're ready to go. Nicholas loves the hills. I don't like the hills, but we get it done. So
you guys are going to get it done. And to all of my athletes out there, what I want you to do is when you pass a duo, I want you to look in the eyes of the amazing athlete in the chair and tell them how strong and how powerful they are, because it means a lot. And again, thank you to the Falmouth Road Race and all of you for supporting all of our athletes. I'm going to head and get in the press truck, but how about one round of applause for our chairs and all of our duo athletes out there?
Thank you, Carissa. Thank you, athletes. It is 8:33 here in Woods Hole, and the excitement is building. I see the Falmouth High School cheerleaders are in the house. The whole community has come together to gather for today and celebrate you all as you push the pace, 7 miles here, all the way to Falmouth Heights. It is a great morning for a road race. We invite you to stay hydrated, drink a lot of water, give a lot of high fives. It is a fun and festive day here. Let's see what's coming in on the Instagram. We want to say shout out to Jamie Van Ness. Good luck. We've got a Let's Go Lee, Brittany, and Sarah for the Brittany Fund for Trauma and Recovery. Connor Ridge, Braintree Canine Kit Team. Hi from Emily and Erica running from NEADS. Keith Kahali, run fast, baby. Let's go, Team Marathon Sports and all the runners. Let's go, CCALS. Go, Team Adelia. Let's go, Chelsea, Martin, and Becky with the Good Bite. Shout out to the ABBA crew, Ray, Maddie, Will, Jamie Van Ness, Josh O'Rourke, Sean Rush. Have a great first run. Finn Benson is 10 years old, running his first Falmouth for the Mass Breast Cancer Coalition. Lily Tab, good luck. Happy 22nd to Amelia. What a day. And you know, one of the runners who's going to take part in today's race is Ben Flanagan, three-time champion. He's going to jump in after the race, and for every runner he passes, he's going to raise $1 for charity, and that donation of $1 has been matched by 2 other organizations. So for every runner that three-time champion Ben Flanagan passes today, $3 will be donated to local philanthropic causes. How good is that? So again, Ben Flanagan, three-time champ. If you hear him coming behind you, it's only a matter of time probably before he passes you. Looking down the start line, thousands of people I can begin to see. How are we feeling, runners? That's right. We still got time. We still got time. It's only 8:35. Well, no one's excited yet. We still have 25 minutes at least before this thing starts. But our wheelchair field, celebrating the 50th year of participation, is less than 5 minutes from the start. So our race team is getting ready. Our race course team is also getting ready. Shout out Kate Murphy. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Thumbs Up Express in their 12th year. Thanks to Team Mental Health Collaborative, 47 runners in the race today. Dana-Farber Milford ready to go. At this time, we'd like to honor America with the singing of America the Beautiful. Please welcome from College Light Opera Company, Harrison Gilberti.
Oh, beautiful for spacious sky, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesty, above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Give it up for Harrison, representing the College Light Opera Company. Harrison will be back to sing our national anthem at 8:46, and we are 2 minutes away, folks, from the start of the 50th wheelchair race here at the ASICS Falmouth Road Race. And in just a minute, I'll invite up our starter for the wheelchair division, Kate Dennett from CCALS. We are so thrilled to have the support of CCALS this year. They are the new sponsor of our wheelchair program, and we thank them for their support. A great local organization that is helping athletes of all abilities. Woods Hole, have we woken up yet? For the 50th time, the wheelchair division is about to begin here at the Captain Kidd restaurant, and we are 1 minute away from not quite, not quite 1 minute, but getting close to 1 minute. I'm just building the anticipation here for you all, but dozens of athletes here ready to race up and down the hills, all their way to Falmouth Heights. So as mentioned, we're celebrating the 50th anniversary here of the wheelchair division, and the new sponsor of our adaptive athlete program is Compassionate Care, ALS. And this Falmouth-based nonprofit allows wheelchair athletes from around the world to take part in amazing road races. Kate Dennett is here from CCALS. Kate, looks like you're running today. How are you feeling?
Feeling good. Year 14 for Team Never Give Up with Compassionate Care ALS. We're feeling good. It's a great day to run.
Now, you have been a mainstay here in the community, but this year CCALS stepped up to support this division. Tell me about that.
So I got to give a shout out to our girl Katie today, too, in the back running with Jim Bruce and his team for Compassionate Care ALS, which gives us an opportunity to support all of these amazing athletes standing in front of us. And we're so proud to be here on the 50th running.
Falmouth is the first race to have an official wheelchair division, and we're celebrating 50 incredible years of that. So to our athletes who are preparing to push their way to the finish line, we congratulate you on being here today, and we thank you for your steadfast commitment to this sport and to this race. At this time, we need to clear the road for these athletes to go. So if you're an elite athlete trying to warm up, if you're a fan, it's time to get off the road because these wheelchairs are coming, and you do not want to get in their way. Dave tells me we are just moments away from the start. In fact, we are 1 minute from the start. And for that last minute, we want to think about giving these athletes the best possible support we can. So we invite you to put your hands together for these athletes as they get ready to go. Again, we've got the Falmouth High School cheerleading team here. Kate has got the air horn, and on the right sound, we will send them on their way. "30 seconds until the wheelchairs start." So Kate from CCALS, Compassionate Care ALS, will sound the horn here on our mark. 10 seconds to go. Athletes set. Off they go. The 50th race of the wheelchair athletes at the ASICS Falmouth Road Race is underway. Thank you, Kate, for starting them. Athletes, good luck. You are making history. We will see you at the finish line. And with that, our race continues one start at a time. Next up are our duo athletes, and we'll send them in in about 30 seconds. All right, in 10 seconds, our duo division will begin. Let's get ready to put our hands together, Woods Hole. Athletes ready. There they go. At least 15 different duos are underway, leaving Woods Hole on their way to the finish line. Shout out to Sam Rizzio, Vinegrass Music. Happy birthday, Sam. Got shout outs pouring in. We started an account, Falmouth Start Line, on Instagram. If you want a shout out, I'll try to get it in. You can send a comment and we'll try to get it on through. But the helicopters are flying, and so is the energy. We are getting closer to the start of our elite women. And we will have our national anthem here in just a few minutes. Harrison from the College Light Opera Company will be back up to sing our national anthem in just a minute here. It is 8:44. Good morning, Woods Hole. Good morning, runners from around the country and around the world. We welcome you here to the 53rd running of the ASICS Falmouth Road Race, and we wish you well on your 7-mile journey here today. We've gotten a world-class field of elite men, elite athletes in both our open divisions and in our wheelchair division. As you know, our wheelchair athletes are now on their way, and our elite women will be next at 8:50. Hold it, or do you want... The 53rd edition of this race, you are running along a historic course. It has been unchanged since 1973, when race founder Tommy Leonard set it up from the start of the Captain Kidd restaurant here and finishing at the Brothers 4 nightclub in Falmouth Heights. The race follows that same 7-mile route today. I want to give a big shout out to Heather Jones out there celebrating her first anniversary. At this time, to honor America, please put your hands together, representing the College Light Opera Company. Please welcome back Harrison Gilberti.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, once so proudly we hailed, at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Harrison. All right, Woods Hole. The elite women will start at 8:52 East Coast time. So that's just 4 minutes or so from now. They have come from around the world here to race ahead of you on this very historic course, on this very special day. We welcome them. We welcome you. Now's a good chance. Grab some water, hit a porta-john, make some friends around you. Get ready to have a great race here today. Again, the elite women will start at 8:52. Athletes who have won major events around the world, Olympic medalists, world championship athletes, they are all here as the eyes of the running world focus on Woods Hole. So it was great to have Harrison from the College Light Opera Company sing our national anthem and America the Beautiful. CLOC is a nonprofit summer stock theater company in Falmouth that produces and performs musicals and operettas. So Harrison, his talent is in good company over at CLOC. Again, this whole community comes together for this great day to support you all in your race. And so when you see fans out there, give them a high five just as they are cheering for you. Let's see what's coming in online. Hello, Tiara Vaughn. Shout out to Jimmy Manning, Ethan Klein, Grace Unger, Cam Guthrie, the whole Nativity Prep team. Shout out Kelly Reichert, team Never Give Up. Good luck, everybody, says the runners on our Instagram line here at Falmouth Start Line. Let's see if the internet gods shine upon us today and let these messages come through. Last year's charity runners brought in more than $7.8 million. That's the highest fundraising number in the history of the program. And more than 4,200 runners are participating in this year's race to raise money for more than 225 official charity teams. So not only are these athletes running for themselves, but they are having a profound fundraising impact for causes around the region. We have 2 minutes until the start of our elite women's race. As they make their way to the start line, the countdown is surely on. Our men will start shortly after 9 o'clock, and you will start with them. We will start all of our runners today in pulses. You'll sort of be walked up to the start line, and then off you will go. We'll sort of send you off in an orderly fashion. Remember, your start time does not start. The clock doesn't start ticking on you until you cross the start line. You've got the timing chip stuck to your bib. Use that. Don't crinkle it. Have it on your outermost layer. And our official starter of the women's race and the men's race today is Patrick Masterson. Patrick is the owner and designer for the store Masterson Made here on Water Street. He's a Woods Hole resident and the chair of the Woods Hole Business Association. In his role as chair, he works with our other businesses here in the village to coordinate seasonal marketing efforts and advertising, as well as being a point of contact for any community outreach. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to our official starter, Patrick Masterson. We really got to give a big thank you to Patrick and the whole Woods Hole community. This whole community shuts down and opens up for this race to come in and be here, and in 30 seconds from now, some of the fastest women in the world will start the 53rd running of the ASICS Falmouth Road Race. Again, so we are less than 30 seconds from the start. Our roadway is clear. Our lead vehicles are ready. Our public safety officials are in place, and thousands of volunteers are standing by with thousands more spectators also ready to cheer these runners on. 10 seconds to the start. Patrick is our official starter with the Woods Hole Business Association, and these World Cup athletes are on their way. Good luck. We will see you at the finish line, women. Look at these athletes go. I have breaking news for the rest of you 11,000 people. You will not be catching any of these athletes here today, as this world-class field of elite women is underway, and they are already out of sight. Wow, what talent.
Well, Tony, we're down here with a special guest. I'm also here with my fellow board member, Donna Tosi. So, Donna, thank you for helping me, but I am honored and thrilled to have American astronaut, Falmouth's favorite astronaut, Sunita Williams. So we have a special little presentation here, but first I have a couple questions. And, you know, I know astronaut training, you guys have to be physically fit. How much running goes into being an astronaut?
Oh yeah, a lot. I mean, we have to make sure our cardiovascular health is really good, as well as our bone density. And so running helps with both of those things, a little load-bearing exercise. So all of us run, and you have to be ready to work out pretty much every day while you're up in space.
Okay, and now on the flip side, now you've run a marathon, you've run Falmouth several times, and there's recovery to that. Being an astronaut and getting off out of space, I guess for lack of a better way to describe it, what's the recovery like with that?
Yeah, so it's a little staggered. Initially, when you get done, your neurovestibular system, when you land, is taking a little bit of a shot. So you're a little bit dizzy, a little off balance. So that's about 24 or 48 hours till you feel better about that. But then, you know, all these little muscles, all your balance muscles, all the muscles in your neck, they all have to get exercised again. And just feeling like you're agile and you can actually like skip and run. That takes another couple weeks, so about 30, 45 days. And now I'm working on my fast twitch muscles. So my sister can beat me right now, but just wait till I get those back, and then we'll challenge her.
That's awesome. Hoping to see you out here on the roads next year. But now we have a little special presentation. We know last year you ran the race up in space for us. We had communication. You officially started us off. So for special honored runners, we make these custom medals. So for your finishing time last year, the staff has come up with this custom medal, and if you open it up, we got a little Sonny Williams running in there. So if we could present this to you. Congratulations on your 2024 official finish of the Falmouth Road Race.
Well, thank you so much to everybody here. Thank you to all the volunteers. This is just an incredible race, incredible for the community and people all over the country, all over the world. And they got a tailwind today, so this is an awesome day. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Sonny. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Sonny. Congratulations. Good luck in that continued recovery. We have our first update out on the course. Our course record holder, Daniel Romanchuk, passed the 5K split in 9 minutes and 40 seconds. 9 minutes and 40 seconds for 5 kilometers. He's on pace for...
Matt Hanlon in the house. Runners from around the world are here. Elite runners from around the corner and around the world. Again, this is one of the world's great races, one of the world's great sporting events, one of the world's great events, period. The whole community comes together. It's been a full weekend of programming and running with the Track Festival on Friday, the SBLI Family Fun Run yesterday, and we keep the hits rolling today with, of course, the 53rd running of the ASICS Falmouth Road Race. Thank you to the folks at Falmouth Hospital for the ongoing support in our medical tents. They volunteer their life-saving talents and supply the equipment needed to keep our runners safe. We hope you don't, but if you find yourself in the medical tent at the finish line, say hello to our medical director, Dr. John Jardine, who works year-round with our medical coordinator, Chris Troyanos, to ensure the safest race experience possible. And a special shout-out to our medical volunteer of the year, Alden Cook. We've got 17 mobile medical stations along the course to get you covered. We have portable toilets at miles 2, 2.5, mile 3, mile 5, 5.5, and mile 6. It is 8:56. Good morning, Falmouth. Good morning, Woods Hole. We hope you are ready for the race of your life today, whether it is your first time running Falmouth or your 53rd, like Brian Salzberg, who's already out there doing the darn thing. We wish you well. Whether you're going faster or further than you ever have, we wish you well. So you can get your official race time later today by using the rtrt.me app. Okay, I'm going to read this again. What a name for an app. Okay, rtrt.me. So it's a weird name for an app, but the results are it's a very good app. So unofficial results will be posted to our website by 2 o'clock today, but you can get them later today on rtrt.me. That's an app on a smartphone. So download it and check it out. Post-race refreshments will be available for all runners when you finish, manned by the Falmouth Band parents and local music students who will sing your praises. As you come on through the finish area, make sure you grab a hot dog. Save a hot dog for me. I'm going to jump in as your friendly start line announcer. I'm going to jump in and try to run this thing. So save me a hot dog. Marathon Photo is our official race photographer. They'll be set up all along the course at Nobska Lighthouse, along Surf Drive, and in Falmouth Heights. So smile wide. I get to see you all here in the start when everyone is smiling. It's not always that easy as you make your way along these historic 7 miles. As you know, some parts of today's race are uphill, some parts are downhill. Some parts are shaded, some parts are in the sun. But regardless, keep it slow, steady. Run smart, take care of yourself, take care of those around you. We will see you at the finish line. It is a festive and fun day for camaraderie here and the sport. We invite you to high five some people around you. Give a hug if you want. Give a hug if you're feeling up for it. You won't get in trouble. It's not like this is a Coldplay concert or anything. Maybe it is a Coldplay concert. I don't know. If this is a Coldplay concert, we've been very misinformed. Or maybe just me. Joke's on me. So the first time this race happened in 1973, there were less than 100 runners. Take a look around now and see how we have grown in 53 years. We are just a few minutes away, everybody, 4 minutes away from the start of the elite men and our first grouping of runners who are behind them and will try fruitlessly to keep up with some of these world-class athletes from around the world. Jambo. Some of our athletes from Kenya, salam, to some of our athletes from Ethiopia. We've got world-class athletes in here who have come to Woods Hole to run fast. Prize money on the line, bragging rights on the line, and the title at one of the world's most prestigious running events on the line. The women are duking it out as we speak. The wheelchair athletes are pushing it mile for mile as we speak. And in just a moment, we'll bring Patrick Masterson up here to start our men's race. Again, the designer and owner of the store Masterson Made here on Water Street, the chair of the Woods Hole Business Association. Got to give a big first anniversary shout out to Heather Jones in the crowd today. A lot of runners running for, again, causes greater than themselves through our Numbers for Nonprofits program. More than 4,200 runners in the race today are raising funds for more than 225 organizations. We've got another Marilyn Terrapin on the Instagram line. Good luck to you. Where are some of you runners from? Let me hear it. Where are you guys from? No? Sounds awesome. It was dead silent up here. Just very, very, you know, the elite men are focused. The California fan in the crowd, very good. 2 minutes to the start. As you run by, tell me where you're from. Especially if it's somewhere interesting. If you're from somewhere cool, tell me. If you're from Hanover, keep running. So three-time race champion Ben Flanagan is here. He is going to jump in after you all have started. And again, every runner Ben passes, not only will $1 be donated to a cause, but other groups have jumped in. I think it's $3 for every runner you pass now. So Ben is a three-time champion of this race. If you hear him coming, it is only a matter of time before he passes you. We have less than 2 minutes until the start of the men's race at the 53rd ASICS Falmouth Road Race. I think at 9:02, which it is right now, it's a good time to ask our runners how we are feeling. 1 minute until the start of the men's race here in Woods Hole. We are going to leave from the Captain Kidd restaurant and run 7 miles, as we have for 53 years, along this historic course. We want to give a big thank you to all of our sponsors, especially our fantastic title sponsor, ASICS, for all of their steadfast support of the race. Our official starter of the men's race, Patrick Masterson, is here. He'll sound the horn, and our first wave will go. Again, as you make your way along the course today, we invite you to thank the volunteers, thank the fans, look out for yourself and look out for those around you. It is a warm day here, so be smart, okay? Let's finish just as strong as we start today. 10 seconds until the men are underway. Athletes, be ready, please. Off they go. We will see you at the finish line. The 53rd running of the ASICS Falmouth Road Race is underway. Have a great race, everybody. Nice and easy at the start. No one wins the race in the first 200 meters. Nice and easy. Nice and easy, everybody. Take care of those around you. Everyone stay upright. It's tight here through the start, okay? We got to get over this drawbridge. So be tight. Hands up as you come through. Eyes in front of you. please watch where you're going, okay? It is tight.
Well, thanks so much, TK. And there's a lot going on here at the ASICS Falmouth Road Race, as we just had a near-course record, 6th victory by Daniel Romanchuk in the wheelchair push rim division. With me up on the stage now is the Adaptive Athlete Pro Manager, Matt Manchester. And Matt, I mean, this is one fast finishing stretch for the chairs.
Yeah, it was a clinic put on by Daniel. I feel like we were hitting like 40 miles an hour down those hills. He was cruising. At the beginning of the race, Miguel Jimenez Vergara we'll probably see coming down second. He was close, but Daniel just blew him out of the water. He just cruised through.
You know, he just came back out of the U.S. Nationals where he won the 100, the 200, 400, 800, 1,500 to 5,000. That means like 5 races, and he dominated all of them, although Miguel was less than a second behind him at the 5,000, and we thought that might translate into the 7-mile Falmouth Road Race course. But Daniel must have said enough of that close running nonsense. He just put it away.
Yeah, he, like I said, beginning of the race, real close. I was thinking that, Tony, we were talking about that at the expo the other day. I really thought that he was going to be close to that, and yeah, Daniel just blew him away.
Well, already, the clock is now at 23:35. At the 5K mark, the projected time is going to be like 23:40. And it looks like Miguel Jimenez Vergara, he's always where he tells you can tell me because I'm in the long sleeves.
Yep, Miguel's coming down second.
Defending champion now going to come in second place, arms raised high from Chula Vista, California in 23:58 unofficially.
Tony.
Hold on, Tony. We also got Josh Cassidy coming down here.
Former world record holder
place.
from Canada, 24:09 for Josh.
Tony, I'm down here with 6-time champion Daniel Romanchuk. Daniel, congratulations. How'd you feel out there?
It's a wonderful morning, and really just thankful for everyone coming out in that last mile and a half.
That's awesome. A little hot out there, or how'd that tailwind feel for you?
Tailwind felt great in the first half.
That's awesome. But Daniel, congratulations. We'll hopefully see you next year, and congrats on your 6th.
And that was just Krieger Schabort coming in 4th right there.
61-year-old Krieger Schabort, by the way. He's a former 5-time champion here at the Falmouth Road Race and still getting it done now, building and developing racing chairs.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of these athletes out here, you'll know, have their chairs built by Krieger, and it's an unbelievable thing that he's doing.
That's one of the legacies that Bob Hall left us with as well, is that Bob not only was the pioneer, the first Falmouth wheelchair athlete, but Bob got into the wheelchair design as well and really took the sport very much forward by his designs.
Absolutely. You talk to a lot of these athletes, and a lot of the athletes started off in Bob Hall chairs. I mean, we really owe it all to him. He was the pioneer in the sport.
And these are sleek pieces of machinery that can cost in excess of $30,000. And so there's a lot of science, a lot of wind tunnel testing that goes into these chairs. The chair that Bob Hall raced in the Falmouth course back in 1975 was a 48-pound piece of equipment. Today, these chairs are less than 13 pounds.
Yep. And coming down the hill right now, we got Herman Garrick, I believe.
2021 champion out of Utica, New York. Also board member of the J. Rob Foundation.
I was just going to say, Tony, connecting to the fact that the chairs... Oh, hold on, here we go. We got our top women's champ right here. We got Tatiana McFadden.
6th title for Tatiana. 22-time Paralympic medalist. 26:03. The pro women at 5K, led by Emma Grace Hurley, a Furman grad, in 14 minutes and 49 seconds, projected out to 35:38. Melknat Wudu from Ethiopia, 2nd place in the race last year, is right with her. Edna Kiplagat, unbelievable. Edna Kiplagat, 45 years of age, is also in that lead pack along with Susanna Sullivan, a few meters back, and Mercy Chelangat from Kenya. But projected at a sub 36-minute time, Emma Grace Hurley, who's run a 31-minute 10K earlier this year and a 1:07:35 half marathon. She was telling our people earlier this weekend that she fully intended to win this race, and that was her intention as well. So part of how you win a race is telling yourself that you can win a race. And we are waiting for our first update on the elite men's side. They started, of course, 10 minutes later, but we still have that first update on the women's side. And waiting for Hoda El Shbogagi El Sharbaghi from Egypt, but now training and living for the last 3 years in Champaign, Illinois. For those of you guys who don't know, the University of Illinois Adaptive Athlete Program is probably the finest in the world, and has been that way since post-World War II. That's when it got started, and it's just an absolutely magnificent program. And so many of the top athletes from around the world end up going out to Champaign-Urbana.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of these athletes either have been there or are there currently. So, yeah, fantastic program.
The race we expect on the men's side comes from our 2023 champion and, of course, equal course record holder, Wesley Kiptoo, a graduate of Iowa State University. Won this race in 2023 and a course record equaling 31 minutes and 8 seconds. Just so you know, that's 4:17 per mile pace.
Looks like we got Jose Pulido coming in here. Fantastic wheelchair athlete with an amazing chair, blazes you away.
One more finisher here.
Tony Noguera.
Tony Noguera, now 57 years of age, out of New Jersey. We want to send our condolences out to Tony. He was just back in Portugal where he put his mom to rest, and he was missing his last race, but glad to have him here at Falmouth.
Looks like we got Hoda coming down right now. She's a second place women's finisher here.
El Sharbaghi in 28:47, 28:47 unofficially. She was the winner last year, second place this year.
Looks like we got young Delmas Mayo coming down here, 19 years old from Jamaica Plain. He's actually going to school at University of Arizona. He's heading out on Tuesday, actually.
Delmas has been in the top 5 of this race many times at age 19 now, streaking across at just over 29 minutes. And boy, how far the adaptive athlete program has come. Of course, the duo program, if Bob Hall is the pioneer on the wheelchair side, then the Hoyts, Dick and Rick Hoyt.
You're going to go, Scott, with Tatiana.
Oh, we got
Tony, I'm down here with our wheelchair women's champion, Tatiana McFadden. In the past, we've had Candace the Great, we've had Catherine the Great. I'm going to dub you now Tatiana the Great. So congratulations. How'd you feel out there?
Well, it's a great way to celebrate the 50th annual of the wheelchair division, and I am so thankful for all the athletes the past 50 years and the Falmouth Road Race for saying yes and yes to Bob Hall, because we're here because of him. And thank you for coming out and celebrating with all the runners, and it's a beautiful day of race.
Well, we thank you for saying yes to coming here to Falmouth every year, and we hope to see you for many more years, and congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Congratulations, Tatiana. 22-time Paralympic medalist. She's won over 20 Abbott World Marathon majors, including what they call the Grand Slams, by winning the Boston and London marathons in the spring, and then going on and winning Chicago and New York in the fall, all at the same year. She did that 3 or 4 times in her amazing career.
She really has had an amazing career, and it continues to go and continues to inspire younger athletes. We've got a fair amount of younger athletes here today who look up to her, and she coaches them, inspires them, and it's really cool to see that in the sport.
In the same sense that Candace Cable, who was with us, a 6-time champion, was inspiration to many of the athletes in Tatiana's generation. Now Tatiana, Mary Robinson, I know, and the young athletes we have in the field today are being inspired by Tatiana. Same thing, Craig Blanchett, 8-time champion on the men's side, with us here again as a legacy.
And it looks like coming down the hill right now, we have Hannah Babaloa, who's coming in 3rd for the women's side.
Just over 31 minutes and 12 seconds for Hannah. Welcoming Scott Gelfie back to the booth. How's it down on the field there, Scott?
It's hot down there.
It is warm. Matt, thank you so much. Matt Manchester, everybody, adaptive athlete program coordinator. So, Scott, did you know that it's, we were talking earlier, it is actually Emma Grace Hurley in the lead, but it's a pack with Melknat Wudu from Ethiopia, runner-up last year, and Edna Kiplagat, the 2021 champion, now at age 45. She's a 2-time World Marathon champion. She's a 4-time Abbott World Marathon Majors champion. She's a 2-time Abbott World Marathon Series champion. Just one of the, if Catherine Dereba in many ways, and was one of the early queens of Kenyan running, well, Edna Kiplagat is just astounding at age 45. 8:45 and still right in the lead pack running world-class times.
Yeah, it is amazing at her age. I mean, you think of someone like LeBron James and Tom Brady who competed in their 40s, and now we have Edna on the women's field. It's amazing.
Now the wheelchair athletes streaking across the line. We're still waiting for our first 5K update on the men's side. Can we go to Carissa? Right, let's try to go out and get a report on the women's lead truck with Carissa Galloway. Carissa, what's the action looking like?
All right, guys, the women went through mile 4 at 20:20, and right now it is a two-woman race. Emma Grace Hurley has been leading the entire race. She's tried without avail to get Melkat Wudu, last year's runner-up, to pass her, but those two women are looking strong as we cross over the 4.5-mile mark. Edna Kiplagat was with the group of 3, but she just dropped back, and she also missed water, all 3 tries at the last water station. But Emma Grace is holding on strong, but it looks like Melkat is just hanging back in there. Mile 4, 5:01, their fastest mile yet.
So it's very much of a duel, but Carissa, is it Emma Grace who's doing the leading and Wudu's just sitting in, as the Ethiopians have a tendency to do? She didn't hear that. But that's normally how it works. The Ethiopians are very well known for their finishing kicks. The Kenyan athletes have a tendency to go very hard and try to break their competitors before the finishing kick. But the Ethiopians are well regarded and feared for their finishing strike. And Ms. Wudu, by the way, is the under-20 world record holder at the 3,000 meters. And she's been a silver medalist twice at the All-Africa Games. So she has got real world credentials. And Emma Grace Hurley is on sort of a rise in her career right now. She's run 31 minutes flat for the 10K, which is sub 5-minute per mile pace as another athlete comes across. Now let's go for a men's update, and Mark Davis on the lead vehicle. Mark, how's it look?
Yeah, we're in a very, very fast race. First mile split of 4:19. A second mile split of 4:24. They came through 2 miles at 8:44. It was obvious that first mile broke a lot of athletes. It immediately went down to a pack of 7. After mile 2, it went down to a pack of 5 now. Hot off of his Peachtree Road Race win and his runner-up spot at the Beach to Beacon recently, Patrick Kiprop has been managing this race from pretty much the start. Eamon Kimboy tucked in there as well, and Jeter as well in that pack, but again, about a pack of 5, slowly going down to possibly a pack of 4, but again, off to a very fast start here in the men's race.
Look at you guys. So we'll welcome the team from the Los Angeles Marathon with us. Glad to see the boys from Los Angeles coming all the way to Falmouth. But thanks a lot to Mark Davis. We can tell you that in a previous Falmouth road races, these are splits right on the money. 4:19 was the 2023 split when we had the equaling course record by Wesley Kiptoo. Last year, for instance, they went through in 4:31 when John Career won this race. And Patrick Kiprop was doing the leading also 2 weeks ago at the TD Bank Beach to Beacon 10K. Joan Benoit Samuelson's great race up in Cape Elizabeth, Maine, but he got beat at the very end by Connor Mance, the BYU grad and American Marathon Olympian. One name we did not hear was Wesley Kiptoo, but I'm sure he has to be part of that 5-man pack, Scott.
Oh, absolutely. Trying to look at this time. I just got word that Ben Flanagan has started. Looks like he's about the half-mile mark, so estimated about 500 people he's passed about now.
I can tell you that the second mile split for the men at 8:44 is only 3 seconds off our record pace from 2023 when they went through in 8:41. So we'll see how it plays out. I'm now getting the 5K split up on the board. It's 13:39 for 5K. And that's projected at 30:44. I'm not sure that, maybe that's what they're saying. 30:44 would definitely be a new course record. And in under 31 minutes to just kind of blow your mind, to be honest.
Absolutely. I know Wesley, talking to him beforehand, he wanted that course record all to himself, so I know he's going to push the pace at some point.
We thought John Career could have gotten the course record last year if he would have stopped celebrating with the crowd from the 3-mile mark on Surf Drive all the way to the finish, because he came within 7 seconds of the mark at the very end.
Absolutely. I wonder if he knew if he was that close, would he have stopped waving to the fans and just gone for that record?
Well, Eamon Kemboy, who's in that lead pack as well, ran the Falmouth Mile, so he's, you talk about somebody that's got some talent. We saw Morgan Beaglescombe do that last year. He was 6th in the Falmouth Mile, and then 5th in the 7-mile road race. And you usually don't see the same athletes running well in the mile who can extend that talent all the way through 7 miles.
Yeah, Morgan's one of those rare athletes that can do well in the 800, 1500, and also come back in the longer distance. He's very versatile. And I know that he was going to try to hang on to that lead pack and make a run at this as well. Dylan Jacobs is another runner similar to Morgan that can do well at the mile distance and then come back at the 7 miles. So be interesting to see how Dylan does as well.
Eamon Kemboy ran 3:55.46 to take 3rd place Friday night at the Falmouth Mile. So he was 3rd place in the miles, and now he's in the lead pack at 5K here in the 7-mile race. And Morgan Beaglescombe, by the way, was 4th in that race in 3:55.62. So we had some great miles on Friday night, and now on to the 7-miler. And the crowds you guys are magnificent out here, by the way. The crowd, the pictures we saw back in the early 1970s where people were on the roof. We don't see many people rooftop, except on top of the wharf, but there's not much running room or standing room left on the sideline of this finishing stretch here in Falmouth Heights. I can tell you that their youngest runner is Finn Benson from Falmouth at 10 years of age. Oh, we have a women's update from Carissa Galloway out on the course. Carissa.
Hey, Tony, for the women's winter mile 5 at 25:28, a 5:08 mile. Emma Grace Hurley is still in the lead with Melkat Wunu right behind her, but Vivian Chariot has moved up from 4th to 3rd. She looks extremely strong. She's only about 10 seconds back. So I expect we are going to see a very fast next mile and a very speedy finish. We know Vivian is a tactical genius. And if I was those 2 ladies in the lead, I would be very aware of how quickly she's closing to catch up with them.
Thank you, Carissa. That's absolutely the truth, because that young lady, Vivian Chariot, is one of the greats. I mean, she's I believe, a 3-time Olympic gold medalist on the track. I mean, now we were talking about how great Edna Kipling got at age 45. Vivian Chariot is 41 years of age and still getting it done.
Amazing.
3-time Olympic champion back in 2000 and 2008. But she's been a 5-time Olympian. She's been a silver medalist at 5K, bronze at 10,000 meters. They call her the Pocket Rocket. And earlier this year, she won a half marathon in Spain in 1:05.46. So she's obviously on form.
She is fit.
And if you get her close, she's going to take that track speed and do something nasty with it on these other women if they don't get away from her. So Edna's back in 4th place now. How'd you like that? What a race in the Masters division. Of course, over 40 years of age. You've got the 2-time world champion at the marathon, Edna Kipling, racing against Vivian Chariot. Let's go to Mark Davis with the men's update. Mark?
All right, an update from the men's lead vehicle. We are still on an absolute blistering pace here. Mile 3, 13:11, a 5K split of 13:39. The 4-mile split was another 4:23, so 4:19, 4:24, 4:27, 4:23. And that has definitely broken the race up. It is just starting to dwindle down, runner after runner, getting broken down. We're just now down to Kemboy and Kiprop. Kiprop has been managing this race pretty much from the very, very start, managing this pace. He's now right alongside Kemboy, so they seem to be running, battling it out here as we get ready to approach mile 5, but it's down to a 2-mile race. Masai was clocked right around 5:04. But we are definitely looking for a potential record run here with this tailwind out here.
Thanks, Mark. Mark, by the way, a 1996 Olympic steeplechaser for the United States, so he knows of what he speaks. Patrick Kiprop, University of Arkansas grad just this year, still there as a volunteer coach. He was third at the Chicago Half Marathon earlier this year, fifth at the big Boilermaker 15K in Utica, New York in early July, then second two weeks ago at the Beach to Beacon 10K, running 27:36. Also the winner of the Bloomsday and Peachtree road races, two of the biggest American road races, with Peachtree on July 4th and Bloomsday in May. Bloomsday one time used to have 60,000, that's 60,000 runners. Peachtree is something like 55,000 runners. Scott, I wonder how many people could you put on this course if they let you?
We're close. Maybe a couple thousand more, but geez, it's pretty tight in Woods Hole.
That's the thing. You're coming over that little bridge there, and it is very difficult to try to find some running room. In fact, one year, Greta White's, the great 9-time New York City Marathon champion, tripped and fell over the bridge, the Yopon Bridge, and it was kind of dangerous.
That was quite the great Greta White, yeah.
There's our women's lead truck, which means the women's race is getting near. But they do leave, the trucks, as I well know, leave at 6 miles. So they watch the whole race to about 6 miles, and they wonder, like the rest of us, who's going to win the race as they come down this hill for the final stretch. But it's been Emma Grace Hurley, Furman grad, on a roll this year, been leading the race throughout. Now she represents ASICS.
Absolutely. Our title sponsor will be happy about that.
She's going for the American record in the half marathon in September in Valencia, Spain. This would be a great sort of stepping stone, a great title in Falmouth, but she's on this roll, and a Falmouth title for an American woman would be quite extraordinary. I think Cara D'Amato, I'm trying to think of the last American woman to win this race.
Yeah, she on our 50th anniversary, 50th running, she won our race. So it was great to see her. We were hoping she'd be back this year as well.
I think before that it was Jen Rhines in that very, very humid race back in 1992, I believe it was. That was brutally humid. And then we got a lovely day with a nice tailwind. You can see the flags, the Irish flags up on the American flags up on the houses. Joining us now up in the booth is our women's lead reporter, Carissa Galloway. Carissa, nice to see you. A very exciting race.
Yes, quite an exciting race, especially to have an American there in the mix. Once we got to those final miles, the cheers of Go Emma Grace started. But my concern is Vivian Chariot. She was closing mile 6, 30, 45, and a 5:17 mile. So their slowest mile was mile 6, and that explains why Vivian was able to get up to them so easily.
Could it well be that they're fighting one another in front, and in doing so, wearing each other out?
Well, right now,
it does look like Vivian's in the lead.
No, I believe that's Melkat Wudu, last year's runner-up in the red ASICS kit. And Emma Grace seems to be just behind her, holding on. Melkat, just masterly tactical race she ran. She held on Emma Grace's shoulders. She is just 20 years old, but shows the prowess of an athlete well beyond her years.
Emma Grace pumping like mad. Melkat Wudu going to take the Falmouth title just over 36 minutes. Less than 2 seconds later, Emma Grace Hurley. And now Vivian Chariot, 3-time Olympic gold medalist, to pocket rocket. Age 41, hits the line in 36:16. Edna Kiplagat now, 2-time world champion, Boston Marathon champion, New York City, London champion. One of the greats in history. What a Masters race this was, huh?
And we're going to shout her out, the oldest woman to win Boston and a mommy. So all the moms out there, we can do hard things. And that is in the Puma kit. Mercy Chalingat ran at Alabama, just won the Ottawa Marathon in May. And Everlyn Kimboy, I believe, was right behind her.
Yeah, they come like one right after the other, just...
Our second American there, Susanna Sullivan, took out the lead right there that first mile. Not only is she a great athlete, she is a middle school teacher. So shout out to all of our teachers in the crowd.
Yeah, she was 5th 2 weeks ago up at the Beach to Beacon, top 10 once again here at the ASICS Falmouth Road Race.
And there's Megan Saylor. She was 9th at Beach to Beacon just a little bit ago. Runs for the BAA. And Jessica Warner-Judd out of Great Britain, a Tokyo Olympian. Really inspiring story. She has her PhD in regenerative medicine after she struggled with epilepsy after a race. So just to not only come back to elite racing, but to spend all that time to understand her body and help other people.
Extraordinary. Well, there's like I say, there's 11,400 great stories out on the course of the ASICS Falmouth Road Race today, because everyone has been dedicated to this proposition, but they've also coordinated other aspects of their life. And they're all, that's the thing, the sport is full of just very honorable, fine people, and that's why it's so fun to be a part of the sport.
McKenna Morley coming on in there. Eleanor Fulton, 3rd in our elite mile on Friday evening. Again, we talked about this, disappointed with her nationals experience, but getting in and still continuing to put in the work there today. Karina Vilhoen out of South Africa crossing right there. And here's Natasha Rogers. She is always a fighter, known for her 10K grit. She looks really strong there at the start of the race, tucked in. She's been racing really well recently.
So Daniel Romanchuk and Tatiana McFadden taking their 6th ASICS Falmouth Road Race titles in the wheelchair division. Melknak Wudu taking the women's title in just over 36 minutes flat. And now the top 20 women continue to come down the thing. Our first duo.
And this is Ryan Feeney pushing DJ Bishop, so they're moving pretty good. DJ looks a little better than Ryan out there, I gotta say.
Let's give him a hand, folks. You talk about earning it.
In that group of females that just went through, I do want to shout out Courtney Frerichs, Olympic silver medalist. She's the American record holder in the 3,000-meter steeplechase. Coming off an injury under Ed Eyestone now, so she's getting in the reps, getting in the work, because like you said, Tony, it's not, the results can't be there until you race.
Now you got to get race sharp by putting yourself out there and letting you get your butt handed to you for a few times.
That's all right, and you know.
But she's a veteran. She's a former silver medalist at the World Championships and the Olympic Games, American record holder, and so we wish her well on her comeback trail.
I think we have Claire Green coming down right now.
Thank you, Scott. My daughter's name is Claire, so I'm usually contractually obligated to call in every Claire, so thank you for not missing a Claire.
You should have got that, Carissa.
No, well, that's why you're here.
Well, now we're just getting an update on the men's side. The 10K 30 is 27:38. That's just 27:38 for 10K. That would win most 10Ks, and they got another mile to go in the warmth here of the Falmouth Road Race. But Patrick Kiprop, along with Amon Kemboy, who was 3rd in 3:55 in the mile, is in 2nd place, with Alex Masai from Kenya about 12 seconds behind them. The projected finishing time is 31:07. We were anticipating perhaps with the kind of weather and the kind of field that we would have perhaps a men's course record, but we didn't think it was going to be necessarily Patrick Kiprop, much less Amon Kemboy. We thought it was going to be more like Wesley Kiptoo, and Wesley was talking very highly of this weekend at the Expo, but you know, sometimes you wake up and it's just not your day.
I mean, and Kiprop's been performing extremely well, as you mentioned, all through the morning. Interesting fact about Amon Kemboy, on his way here on Friday, 2 canceled flights. Didn't get in until well after midnight on Friday, but the exhaustion and everything, on Thursday, exhaustion doesn't seem to be a problem. He is here and ready to race. Loves coming to Falmouth. 2 times 3rd place at our elite miles, and I see our men's press truck coming in, meaning that our men's champions are not far behind. Falmouth, how you doing out there, cheer squad? I think you're gonna do better. I'm gonna need a little more than that. We'll give you some time. I know we're not packed wall to wall here, but we know you guys have more in you because these 11,000 plus athletes, as Tony alluded to, all have a why. This all means something to them, and we want to give them that celebratory moment.
Just to let you know, Amon Kemboy is out of Raleigh, North Carolina, representing Puma Elite, which is having quite a year. You see more athletes over the road tour this year coming out of Puma Elite. Alistair and Amy Craig's camp out there in Raleigh, and they've just been killing it everywhere you look. And Amon Kemboy is 29. He's run 3:53 indoors for the mile. Campbell University on to the University of Arkansas, 6-time All-American. But earlier this year, the show is sort of the condition. He was 6th at the Kenyan World Championship trials at 5,000 meters at altitude. And so if you can get 6th in the Kenyan trials for World Championships or the Olympics, you're on form. And he took that form to the mile 3rd place, and now he's on the podium fighting for the win here in the 7-mile race.
I mean, and this weather, we talk about this warm weather. Well, to him, that's nothing. This is Kenyan winter. You know, we're talking about that. He's well adapted to all of these conditions, also being down there in North Carolina as well.
He was 3rd and 11th the last 2 Falmouth miles before this year, so 2 thirds in a row and 11th before that. So he's been improving on the mile side, and he's looking to really make some noise here on in the 7-miler. Now Mark Davis, our men's reporter, has joined us as well, an Olympian himself. Mark, welcome to the booth. And a little surprising. I mean, you think Patrick Kiprop, not a surprise.
Here's the hill.
This like Patrick Kiprop is coming down this hill first. Patrick Kiprop, he won the Bloomsday 12K in Spokane. That was back in May. Then Peachtree Road Race. He took that title as well. Or is that's not Patrick Kiprop. Kimboy. That is Amon Kimboy? Is that who that is, Mark?
Kimboy, I tell you what, he ran just such a brilliant race. Sat on Kiprop most of the race, took control right around mile 5. But a lot of people weren't sure after he got 3rd in the mile on Friday at the festival. But he looked really strong, obviously, coming into this race after running 12:58 for 5,000 meters.
Right.
That obviously, and that was just on August 9th. So that obviously put him in a pretty good strength position to do that mile and that 7-miler.
Unofficially, 31:10 was the time I caught at the line. That's a course record.
That's a course record. 31:08 is the course record.
Okay, 31. It missed it just by a couple of seconds.
So they had just missed it, but they were on some blistering early mile paces.
Wesley Kiptoo just across the line at 31:53, our 2023 champion. Zohir Talbi now hitting that line as well. Bia Simbasa now coming across the line. He's been top 5 at Falmouth any number of times.
Dylan Jacobs here, top American.
Dylan Jacobs also in his debut road race. He ran the mile, and now this is his debut road race, top American. Quite a performance. Ahmed Muhammad right behind him from Flagstaff, Arizona. Then Graydon Morse from Raleigh, another one, Puma Elite.
Is Bia an American, Bia Sabasa?
Yes, see, Bia Sabasa is an American. Bia Sabasa, top American. Dylan Jacobs, number 2.
Frank Lara.
Here comes Frank Lara out of Houston. He's been as high as 2nd place here at the ASICS Falmouth Road Race. Mary McDonald in the wheelchair just came. Yemeni Haile Selassie from Eritrea, number 4,
Morgan
just coming in.
Beetle Scombe.
Morgan was 5th in this race last year. He also ran 4th in the mile on Friday night.
Zach Panning now coming, getting ready to cross the line there in the white hat.
Zach Panning, a 2:09 marathoner.
Here comes Everett Silva.
He was our pacer in the mile on Friday night.
Yep. Former University of Portland athlete.
Now Oklahoma City University. This is Graham Crawford, Burlington, North Carolina. And then Anthony Raftis, Mammoth Lakes Track Club out of Mammoth Lakes, California.
I tell you what, Tony, it was such a blistering early pace in that men's race. It broke down so quickly after a 4:19 and then a 4:24 mile. They had a little bit of a tailwind out there, but I tell you what, it started just breaking down and dropping people left and right.
Well, Mark, I said it was only 3 seconds off the record pace of 2 miles from 2023, and so you knew they were on, and the question is how long could they hold it? And you would think with the last 2 years we've had runaway performances. Wesley Kiptoo had a big lead at 5K in 2023, tied the course record. John Career came within a few seconds of the course record last year and was alone by the time he got to Church Street before they ever got to Surf Drive, so there was no competition. With the competition and the day, we thought those record splits might lead to a record time. It's one of the top 3 or 4 times in Falmouth history, though.
Well, I tell you what, I mean, it's an interesting concept. When I've been out in front and I realize that there's a record and you have that high and excitement of actually leading the race, that could actually drive you more. You get two, it comes down to just two runners. And sometimes there's a little bit of a game kind of being played. Who's going to go?
Well, right.
And so maybe, I
hesitate.
think when it got down to 2 runners at around 5 or 6 miles, I think there was just some strategy. As soon as Kimboy came up on his shoulder, on Kiprop's shoulder, it seemed as though almost it was just going to be like, okay, who's going to go? Are you going to go? Am I going to go? And it got a little strategic at that point, but they also might have been tired.
Well, at the same time, Kimboy's the track runner.
Yes.
And he just came off a 3:55 mile on Friday, sixth at the trials at 5,000 meters back in Kenya. So he's the guy that's got the finishing speed, one would think, just based on being the shorter distance racer. And it was up to Kiprop to get rid of him.
Well, and he was sharp, and Kiprop really was pushing the pace the entire way. So it was, he had to, you know, Kiprop had to watch out for Kimboy.
We had some Massachusetts runners just finished. We had Derek Johnson, who lives up in Boston, and we had Colin Benny, who grew up in Massachusetts.
Syracuse grad. And you'll notice, Scott, that the Falmouth runners, there's 1,500 and change of them, have different bib colors. The yellow, on our sheet they have different
on our
numbers.
sheet. We'll have some yellow highlighted here. So we're anticipating one of the Gardner twins will be leading the way in Falmouth.
Silas?
Well, Silas or
Silas
Nathan.
One of them.
One of them.
What a great race from Silas the other night there in the Falmouth Track Festival.
Yeah. How about that, Mark? Did he go to the well or what?
I tell you what, it was everything at the end. That's what you want to see in the youth runners.
Second straight victory for him in the Tommy Cockery Mile. And down the hill they come. One of the great finishing stretches in all of road racing. We've had some great battles in the past. We had a pretty close one, relatively speaking, today. Eamon Kemboy from Kenya took care of his countryman, Patrick Kiprop, by a total of 7 seconds. We were together. They were still together when you guys left at 6 miles?
Yeah, it come down to 3 runners right around just before mile 4. They ended up dropping Maasai right around just before the 4 mile mark. And then right around mile 5, it dropped down to the 2 runners, Kimboy and Kiprop. And at mile 6, they were still together. We took off on the truck. Before we made that final sharp left turn up there, I tried to look down to see if they were still both together. So not quite sure where Kimboy made that move, but it was somewhere after 6 miles. And again, that speed probably gave him that opportunity.
This is a wonderful finishing stretch, not just the downhill, but there's these 2 little short but steep uphills as you turn on Grand to come into that finishing stretch. And if all you've got is your momentum left, those hills will rob you of that. And it's whoever's got strength left in their legs on those 2 short hills, which awfully often determines the champion.
Well, again, I mean, when you talk about those times that Kimboy ran recently, running that mile, running that mile race on Friday, having that 5K time that he ran just recently within about a week, that really gave him the advantage kind of going into this race.
We got our first Falmouth finisher here, Henry.
Silas.
I think that's Henry Gardner.
Oh, that's it? Okay, we got the first Gardner cross.
Oh, no, I think Nathan won. I think Nathan was the top guy. Henry was on his tail.
Battle of the Gardners once again.
I tell you, you can't even tell the difference. Is this Silas coming down right now? They must have been running together for quite a bit.
Yep, this is Silas right here, your champion here in the boys' high school mile on Friday at the track festival, coming across the line. 2-time champion. Pack of Gardners coming in once again.
Wow, Caleb must be
You
feeling
get a
jealous.
Gardner, you get a Gardner, you get a Gardner.
I think Caleb's having a little FOMO that he's up here in the stands.
Another one of our duo athletes coming across. Let's give it up for him. Hoyt Racing Team represented right there in that duo team. Lots of runners coming on in here. Robert Antwood, all the way from Nashville, Tennessee. We have so many athletes visiting from so many different cities, so many different states.
Abby McNulty from Massachusetts as well, fiance of Colin Benny.
John Joyce from Needham. Hey, that's my town. Another one of our duos coming on in. Allison Goulette, South Windsor, Connecticut, running for Moving Forward. Michelle Vaccaro. All right, looks like we are going to have our wheelchair award ceremony. So stand by for that, folks.
Testing, testing. Now it works. There we go. We're here back with the award ceremony for the Falmouth Wheelchair Division, Adaptive Division. With me is Ron Hoffman from Compassionate Care ALS. Sonny Williams with the medals in third place from Chicago, Illinois, in a time of 31:13. Let's congratulate Hannah Babaloa. Those are some dangerous medals. In second place, from Egypt, but living in Champaign-Urbana, Illinois, our 2024 Falmouth Road Race Wheelchair Women's Champion. Second place this year in a time of 28:42. Let's congratulate Hoda El Shurbagi. Have to do some neck exercises to hold these medals. And our champion for the sixth time, the first time since 2019, our spectacular queen of women's wheelchair racing, a 22-time Paralympic medalist, a 20-plus time Abbott World Marathon Major Marathon champion, now for the sixth time wearing the top medal here at Falmouth in 26:05. A big hand for Tatiana McFadden. Congratulations, ladies. Hey, Mark, why don't you take it back, and then when the men line up, we'll let you know.
Thank you, Tony. What a great award ceremony. Again, some great athletes. I love seeing Sunita Williams in there. I live right around the corner from Sunita Williams Elementary School, right in Needham, Massachusetts.
I thought you were going to say you lived right around the corner on the moon. Because
No,
sometimes the
no,
things
no,
you
no.
say, I think that you
No,
are.
not around
I'm
the
just
corner
kidding.
on the moon. Right around the corner from Sunita Williams Elementary School there in Needham, Mass, named after her. So that's awesome. But meanwhile, we got a lot of other great folks coming on in here in the 53rd annual Falmouth Road Race presented by ASICS. We saw some more duo athletes coming on in earlier during the award ceremony.
And we got some Falmouth athletes coming in as well. Always want to celebrate them. Andrew Corbett from East Falmouth, Alex Scott McLaughlin out of Harwick, Jude Waddington, Zachary McPherson from Boulder, Colorado, Aaron Stevens. Welcome all of these athletes. Still tremendous times, just over 44 minutes on the clock right now. And you can see them speeding down this final stretch. Scott, do you miss it when you're watching it? The final stretch, do you want to get out there and be running, or do you want to be up here yapping?
No, I definitely would rather be out there. I have a lot of fun on this course, and just coming down, there's nothing like coming down this hill. Whether you're hurting or feeling good, coming under that flag is amazing.
And it's a lot better coming down to the finish than up to the finish.
Oh, that downhill feels so good.
I've always felt really bad for athletes that had to have an uphill finish. That's always been really tough, those uphill finish races out there, but this nice downhill one's great.
All right, we are going to check back in with Tony as we continue to celebrate our award ceremonies. Tony?
Thank you, Carissa. Here's the men's top three on the podium. In third place, from north of Ottawa, Canada, he's also the winner of the Masters Division, former 2012 winner of the Boston Marathon, third this year at Falmouth, Josh Cassidy in 24 minutes and 10 seconds. One of the first men to ever break 1 hour 20 minutes in the marathon. In second place this year, for the second time in the last 3 years, he was the winner last year. Today, he ran 23 minutes and 58 seconds from Chula Vista, California, Miguel Jimenez Vergara. And our champion for the 6th time here at Falmouth. He gave a real run at his own record of 21:23, missing it by 12 seconds, running 21:35 today. Winner of the Falmouth Mile on Friday night, then the 7-miler here on Sunday morning. Let's congratulate Daniel Romanchuk from Champaign-Urbana, Illinois. Congratulations, gentlemen. Carissa, Mark, take it away.
Thank you, Tony. Daniel Romanchuk, I tell you what, fascinating to see him do that mile race on Friday at the ASICS Track Festival, and then to have him come out here and dominate the men's wheelchair, and he'll head off to a marathon somewhere. So he's covering a range of a mile to a marathon. It's absolutely amazing. So what's Scott, tell me a day like this. Is this a perfect day? Is this one of the better days? Tell us with the weather. You got the tailwind. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. It could be a little cooler. I'm sure as this day goes on and some of the people back in the pack, they're going to feel that heat. And, you know, hopefully they'll take care of themselves and hydrate and not end up in the medical tent.
I was going to say, if anything does happen, we do have that amazing medical tent.
Mark, we have Elise Casso, our high school mile winner in the girls division.
Elise Casso just came across the finish line there. Again, she won the Falmouth Track Festival Girls Mile. So we got a lot of our high school athletes and even professional athletes that come back from Friday to come out here and run. And heck, we had a guy that finished third and came out here and won the whole thing. So I'd love to see what maybe everybody has the stats on the double, and if that's one of the better doubles that we've probably had in history.
That has to be the best double.
A third place and a first place?
No one's ever done that before. Margaret Beadlescombe did a 5th and a 6th and a 5th, but never a third in the mile, and then a win in the race, and getting the third fastest time ever run in 31 minutes and 12 seconds.
And I tell you what, he was pretty much in the hunt there in that mile. They were all within basically a second of each other, so it wasn't like he got crushed and got third in that mile. He almost won that mile, and that would have been one heck of a double for the weekend.
Yeah, I also want to congratulate Angel Picarillo from Raleigh, another Puma Elite. She won the women's mile over Jess McGordy and Eleanor Fulton. We saw Eleanor here in the 7-mile race as well. I think she might have taken the double. And there should be a little extra prize, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to say, it's one thing to get the placing. It's also a pretty good thing to get the money in there. I believe it was Kimboy. He also got underneath that 3:56 time.
He got a bonus of $500.
So he got a bonus of $500 on top of getting third place in the mile. And then he comes out here. Boy, if he would have gotten that course record, there would have been a lot of bonus on top of bonus.
Right, the winning time was 3:55.15. Second, 3:55.38. Eamon, 3:55.46. That's how, and then of course fourth place was the Beadlescombe at 3:55.62. We had 4 guys all within the same second there in that mile. It was very, very challenging.
Very, very close, and again, clearly set up Kimboy for today's race out here. Meanwhile, got a lot of folks still coming on down here. Laura Coogan, Brooklyn, New York, coming on in. Jason Judd, Shandaken, New York. Wade McGilvray from Plymouth. No relation to Dave McGilvray, I don't think. It looked like a little bit different spelling there.
A little bit.
Jack Holleran from Weston, Mass. Paige Leslauer from Chicago, Illinois. Again, we talk about all the folks vacationing and coming out here, making this quite the destination event for folks all around the country and even all around the world. Looks like we've got some of our elite athletes coming by here. We will be having that awards ceremony. If anybody wants to watch the Jumbotron right here just before the finish line, we'll have that awards ceremony for our elite men and elite women and talk to some of those athletes.
So we got Gerard Testa from Falmouth, Mass, just coming through right now. We got Andrew Mish from Falmouth, Kristen Parry coming down now.
Gregory Papa's representing Heron Project from Plymouth. Plymouth is one of those areas I'm thinking about moving to in a couple of years.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I think it'd be really nice. Looking forward to that.
You're so close, Mark. Why don't you just come to Falmouth?
I don't think I can afford Falmouth. Anybody selling a house on the cheap in here at Falmouth, I'll take it off your hands in a couple of years. Otherwise,
Mark's handy. He can do a fixer-up.
I can do a fixer-up, right? I can fix it up a little bit. Talk a little bit more about that feeling about coming down this final hill. I mean, it might be a little. I mean, if you've been running hard, it might be a little tough on the quads there.
Yeah,
kind of start flailing a little bit. But is it just the excitement to get across?
The excitement. You got the flag. You got all the people, and that finish line right there. I don't think there's anything like it.
That's the one thing I miss being on the truck this year is missing the raising of the flag there. But it is blowing and flowing, and so are all these runners coming on in here. Dan McGill from Medford, Mass. Aidan McLaughlin from Falmouth coming on in here. Dan Stevens, Grafton. Another Falmouth, Tess Ledwell from Falmouth. James Skinner. Marco Donata from Somerville. And it looks like we're going to throw to our award ceremony with Tony. Tony, take it over.
Well, thanks, Mark. But now, Dave Basacco from Race Roster is here to hand out the awards for the men's podium finishers at the 2025 ASICS Falmouth Road Race. In third place, we got a Kenyan sweep. It's happened before. It might happen again. In third place in a time of 31:28 from Kenya, Alex Masai. Congratulations, Alex. In second place, he's been on a roll this year. University of Arkansas grad, was third at the Chicago Half Marathon, winner of the Lilac Bloomsday 12K in Spokane. Then he won the great Peachtree Road Race July 4th in Atlanta and just got second at the Beach to Beacon 10K 2 weeks ago. Second here at the Falmouth Road Race in 31:17, Patrick Kiprop. The very tall Patrick Kiprop. And our champion, and what a double he's had. This weekend, he was third, a very close third in the Falmouth Mile on Friday night, running 3:55 point, just all within a second of the win. And today he goes out and wins the 7-miler. That's an unprecedented double here at the ASICS Falmouth Road Race. Let's congratulate Kenya's Eamon Kemboi. His time of 31:12 is the third fastest time in Falmouth history. Eamon, you son of a gun.
There you see up on the Jumbotron there, the top three men. It was a really close battle there between Kemboi and Kiprop up until about around mile 6. But again, the speed of Kemboi coming on in here and winning the 53rd annual Falmouth Road Race presented by ASICS.
Mark, I just had I want to give a quick shout out to Brian Baker, who just completed his 47th straight.
Wow.
He was coming down the hill when the awards were going on, but we missed him coming down, but I want to give him a shout out for number 47. Congrats, Brian.
So Scott, while I got you on the mic here, can we talk a little bit about the little special race within the race here today with a young Ben Flanagan, 3-time champion here in Falmouth, and your son-in-law, and what he is up to today?
Absolutely. Well, Ben's been coming back from an injury, and he's starting to feel a little bit better. And I know he was jonesing to be in the elite field, but he couldn't just sit in the sidelines and watch. So he wanted to participate. So we came up with this idea of he's started at the back of the pack. He was the last person across the start line, and for every person he passes, we're going to donate $1. We've since had a silent donor and Cutter Financial jumping in on that. So it's now going to be $3 per athlete that he passes.
And all of that money going to J-Rod and all of their wonderful work that they do for providing adaptive equipment to folks, and such a great opportunity. I was excited to hear Ben announce that last night, that it went from $1 to Cutter adding matching that for another dollar, and then another sponsor coming on in. So $3 for every athlete. I think he had some sort of idea of how many maybe 5,000 athletes maybe he's hoping to pass?
That was his goal, so we'll get that report as soon as he finishes. They're all queued up for that, and we'll try to get a quick interview on the finish line.
Yeah, Herman will be waiting for him down there, but we got our great timing crew that's going to do the math for us and get our starting number, hopefully figure out where he finishes up, and then do the math, and then we'll donate a whole lot of money.
Absolutely. And Mark, we had the 3 Gartner boys finish. We just had Dad, Kenny Gartner, finish. So he's been an icon in the local road running scene for many, many years, and he's still out here being competitive.
So are there any more Gartners? I mean, how many more do we got out here?
Not that we know of. I think the twins are the last 2.
All right, now to circle back to Ben, just crossed the 5K mark, so at his current pace, we're anticipating here at 10:20, although I think that pace is going to pick up because in the beginning of the race, working through is going to be a little bit more congested, and I know that he's so passionate about committing and supporting the J-Rod Foundation that's really going to spur him on, but we will have one more split, our amazing timing team keeping us straight, so thank you to Jen and Kyle and everyone there.
We have Caitlin Cavosa of Falmouth coming through right now. Congratulations, Caitlin. We have Sandy Parkinson, local legend, multiple age group winner here in Falmouth, coming across right now.
And Ellie Lemieux as well from Falmouth. You tell me you don't know every single Falmouth resident, Scott?
Boy, oh boy. I know quite a few, but there's quite a few of them now, so we're going to let the... what do we got?
I'm going to unveil. Did you see that number?
I did not. I missed it.
Okay, so we have an already. Ben Flanagan, and we are so invested in this because it's $3 per person he's passed. So far, how many has he passed?
I'm going to say he's about 2,500 so far.
So far, Ben Flanagan has passed 4,173 athletes in the first 5K.
Oh, boy.
That is $12,000 already. Doesn't that just give you goosebumps to think of the kids' lives that are going to be changed?
The people at the
So I'm going to let you keep that
Foundation.
because that really fired me up right there.
Nice.
You guys had a goal, and that is extremely close to that goal already.
By this point, he's probably already passed it. Amazing. The people at the J-Rob Foundation are going to be so thrilled.
It gives me, look at my little goosebumps. It's just, that's the beauty of endurance running, and we know we've raised over $71 million here at the Falmouth Road Race since 2000 for charities, and that is the why. Why do you get up and train in the morning? Why do you push yourselves up these hills in the heat? Because running changes your life, and so many of these runners are changing other people's lives through the sport, so thank you to all of our charity runners out there.
Amazing. So we got Leslie St. Amant from Falmouth. We got some more Falmouth runners. We got Kyle O'Brien from Plymouth, Josh Vaniski of Mashpee. We got Madison Weber of Falmouth. We got Jack Whitney from Falmouth coming down the hill right now. Congratulations to all you runners.
And again, if you do want to follow Ben Flanagan's progress or anybody out here in the field, make sure you check out the RTRT app, track your favorite runner, read up on the elites, check the leaderboard, find official results. And of course, if you can hear our voice and you're coming down here, make sure you get those arms up in the air, big smile, marathon photo out here, our official race photographer. You can find your pictures on the race website after today's race at Marathon Photo, that's FOTO.com.
So back to Falmouth residents. We have Mark Bogosian coming down right now. We got Jill Newmeyer DePiper, William Garcia O'Leary. Coming down fast and furious now. It's getting thicker and thicker.
Christopher Hagan in that group as well. Corey Bates running for the Ellie Fund. Jack Chevalier running for that Mass General Emergency Medicine group with Lobster Man is a big part of that. I've yet to see the lobster this year, but...
Oh, do we have any updates on the lobster?
Where's the lobster?
The lobster.
Did
Now,
you
funny,
see him at the start,
I
Carissa?
didn't find him at the start. I'm pretty sure he had his own
could you
photo
miss
line.
him?
But for those of you who don't know, runs in the lobster outfit every year because the first year he did it, he's like, I'm not really trained good for this. I think if I put on a costume, no one will notice. And it's worked.
Yeah, especially here in Falmouth. So we got Pia Sorowick of Falmouth. We got Ann Noon from Falmouth. We got more and more. Caitlin McCarthy from West Newton. Jonathan Silva from Bedford.
And we got the cowbell, the continuous cowbell. I love it.
More
I
cowbell.
need more. The cowbell
If
brings
you got a
the
cowbell,
energy.
let's shake it for these athletes coming on in here.
Lucy Gage of Falmouth. Luke Ventola. Another Falmouth resident. Catherine Parise. Falmouth. All congratulations. All looking good.
Again, lots of Falmouth, East Falmouth, West Falmouth, all kinds of Falmouth coming on in here. But let's not forget to thank all of the athletes from 45 states, from Hawaii to Maine, Minnesota to Texas. Our field also includes 11 countries: Canada, Mexico, France, Germany, England, Ireland, Kenya, Brazil, Japan, and India. Who knows their geography best? How far away would one of those 11 be? Japan?
I'm going to believe that.
Japan or India? It's going to be probably pretty close between Japan and India for our furthest athlete. Maybe we can try to figure out, do a little math and figure out how far the farthest athlete has come in here from today. But again, we got local, we got regional, we got national, we got global here at the 53rd running of the Falmouth Road Race, presented by ASICS. Keep cheering for these folks as they're coming on in. They've been working for you.
We just had a local friend, Henry Sabins, just finished coming down the hill. I know him and his kids are running, so we'll look for him. We got Dickie McAvoy, local triathlete, coming down right now.
Sho Kinkugawa, welcome to one of our international athletes. Peyton Modest, Tim Bisco out of Duxbury. Do we have any first-time Falmouth finishers? Put those hands up for our first-timers. They're going to want to be back. They're going to be back in that lottery. I mean, this race never leaves your soul. The views, the people, the crowds.
Well, you had asked the woman earlier at the start who was thanking you for all your work that you do at Disney, and you had asked her, oh, is this your first time? She goes, oh, no, this is my 8th time.
And she's from Texas.
And
you
she's
know,
from
this
Texas.
is the destination
and this
race.
is her 8th time.
Where else in the world would you want to be other than right here, right now, Scott?
Nobody luckier than me living here.
How important, every time I come here, how important is this race to the community, the residents, the local businesses in this area? It just seems like it's Christmas, 4th of July, New Year's Eve, all wrapped up into one.
Absolutely. It's really built into the fabric of this community now. I mean, we've been doing it for over 50 years, and our race gives back so much in the form of sponsorships, scholarships, grants. If you're a nonprofit in town, or you're even an individual in town, and you haven't been touched by the Falmouth Road Race in a positive way, I'd be shocked. So we're really proud of that here at the Falmouth Road Race. So we got a lot more Falmouth. We got Kaysen Shutton. We got Laura Robinson from Falmouth. We got Brendan Poles. William Anderson from Quincy. Aaron Shipos from Medway. Marcus Braceros from Concord, Mass. We got Brendan White. Henry Gorham. Caroline White from South Boston. Brian Scott from South Boston.
And here comes one of our duos. He is clapping. Let's clap for that amazing athlete in that chair. It was so fun watching all of the Team Hoyt athletes. That's Blade right there. Look at that face. These duos give everybody the opportunity to experience the joy of endurance running. And there's Team Johnny right there, one of our Ainsley's Angels. It's always one of the most special moments for us to see what inclusivity does for the athletes. They get a moment to feel like they are just like everybody else. They get to feel the cheers, feel the accomplishment, and it's beautiful. Speaking of our duo athletes, Mark,
I do actually have the official results for our top 3 duos. On the women's side, that was Laura Anderson, who just came in 3rd place. Isabel Foyner came in 2nd place. And then your winner in the female duo division, Laura Mazzio. All of those athletes representing the U.S. And then over on the men's side for duos, Hiram Cruz came in 3rd, Ryan Feeney came in 2nd, and Pat Benson came in 1st. We mentioned one name, but obviously it is a duo group. So congratulations to all of those duo athletes for coming out here, having one pushing really hard and the other one having a really fun ride.
I do want to shout out, we spoke of the Lobster Man, and the Lobster Man has appeared.
Where is he?
He's down. Well, look for the lobster through the finish. Falmouth High School
Unbelievable.
graduate finishing up there, raising money for Mass General, their emergency department. And how about a big round of applause for all of our healthcare heroes, our medical team here on site. Thank you to all of those, and thank you to the lobster.
Well, big shout out Falmouth Hospital there for their ongoing support of the medical tents. We want to say hello to our medical director, Dr. John Jardine, who
Celebrating
works
his
year-round.
25th anniversary with us,
25th
Mark.
year, wow. And then our medical coordinator, I go way back with Chris Trianos, back with the Boston Marathon, making sure everybody's nice and safe. And a big shout out, more importantly, to our medical volunteer of the year, Alden Cook, who is our medical volunteer of the year. So thank you to all of our medical staff out there.
So we just had Dana Panapinto from Falmouth that just finished. Congratulations, Dana. Dana was running for CCALS this year. We got Clara Presik of North Falmouth. We got Chris Risco of Falmouth. Oh, we got Dina Pandia coming through right now. Where's Dina? Dina, if you see us, give us a wave. That's Sonny Williams' sister. Where's Dina out there? I think she's coming down the hill. Dina's a big volunteer with us as well. She helps at the start line and then jumps in the race. Stuart Ryther of Falmouth. We got Matthew Collins of Falmouth.
Charlotte Heisenberg out of New York, David Hiltz, Adam Larson racing for the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, Tess Flanders, Sarah Wilworth, Brian Roy, Nolan Flynn, among others. This is a finish line that is busy, and it stays busy all the way until after 11 a.m. as we celebrate over 11,000 athletes. I know all of you guys waiting for someone that you love. And a little key point, remember what color they were wearing. There's a lot of people coming at once, but if you're just focusing on one color, because you have one job as a spectator, don't miss your loved one.
Well, that's what I said. Get on that app and track the runner. You'll be able to find them throughout the entire course, and you'll see them. Make sure that you don't miss them by following them on that app. So pull that up if you want to know what your favorite runner is up to.
Pierce Stabovic coming in, Ashley Farnsworth, Kevin Peralt, Sarah Albee, Jeffrey Blaha, Roger Schrader, Stephen Daly, Shane Weber, and Stacy Brooks. How you feeling out there, athletes? Put those hands up if you're feeling good. Welcome to your finish line.
Salzburg, is he coming in right now?
There's a hot dog waiting for you. There's hydration as well, but really it's that hot dog that's exciting. Daniel Gelson, Mike Barry, Megan Harvey, Anthony Prada, Alec Dostie, and Emma Frazier. Ben Flanagan, again racing for the J-Rod Foundation. Dead last start, has made it to the 10K mark, so we are on bin watch, and I believe Brian Salzberg, our only perfect athlete out there.
He's in the bright, what do you have, a bright yellow,
orange socks, black hat.
So we want to make sure that this place gets rocking for his 53rd straight Falmouth Road Race. Look for that young man. I want to call him young man because I want to, But that young man will be coming down here. He's dressed fully in yellow with orange socks. Brian Salzberg. We're going to keep an eye. Maybe I'll get the binoculars out here.
He's got a beautiful beard.
He's got the beard and everything.
Man. But you guys, I just want to stress the beauty of a streak like that. To be physically able to go the distance for 53 years. To keep that commitment to yourself, to the community, because you love this race so much. It is such an honor to have Brian on the course with us. Just a beacon of one of many icons of the Falmouth Road Race family.
I think I might see him.
As we're on Brian watch, we're on Ben Flanagan watch as well. He has passed over 7,500 athletes.
Ben Flanagan has passed 7,500 athletes.
I did not make that
so
up.
at $3 a pop, he's already now raised over $22,000.
And he's got just about a half mile left to go. The lives that are going to be changed. Ben Flanagan, you are a good man, and thank you to all the angels who doubled and even tripled that number.
I tell you what, folks, look over your shoulder. Ben Flanagan's going to be coming.
And if he's coming, let him pass you.
Yeah, go ahead and let him pass you.
He's
Take
raising
it easy.
money for kids. We should have everybody stop. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
If I can have you guys all stop
don't
and
be
get
that
to
one
10.
person that like tries to out-sprint him at the finish line.
You need to sign a shirt. Slow down. I'm running for charity.
Yeah, right?
I do the opposite challenge. How many people pass me? I'll start first and see how many people pass me. Hands up. Tommy's place coming across the finish line. All right, spectators, you're a little quiet. I know you're just enjoying a nice morning, but if we see Brian and when we see Ben, I need noise. I need cheers. I need the floodgates to open.
I've got my binoculars right there on the peak of the top hill.
There's no greater
It's
pressure.
going to be, you can't miss them. I mean,
We're about 3 minutes from Big Ben. And 3 minutes to Ben, and we're waiting for Brian.
you think Ben's going to run in with Brian?
We are also on watch for Larry Cole, our oldest competitor. Friends and family, 91.
91 years young.
Can you turn Scott's mic on? All right, Scott is on Ben watch.
Hello, test, test. Oh,
Scott,
I'm back.
7,500 passed.
So do we know where he is?
About 2 minutes away.
All right. We just had Andrew Kelly of Falmouth pass through. We had Eric Lemieux, a couple of Falmouth friends. While I'm standing down here, I watched them come through. Saw my buddy Dan Renault finish.
She's waving her hand. She's asking for the crowd to give a little bit of love. Falmouth, let me hear ya.
Give it up, give it up.
I can't
We
wait.
have Alex Vanderhoeven in the yellow there, Mr. Race Roster himself. Look at him. Oh, is that a gray beard I see? There he is. Good job, Alex.
All right, I do have sight of Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump coming down the hill now.
I heard he felt like running.
Yeah, I just felt like running. Just make sure you stop at the finish there, Forrest.
I mean, he doesn't know. He doesn't have to. He's just going to miss the hot dog in the party. All right, there's Ben.
Ben Flanagan coming on in.
Do we see him? We got Forrest Gump down here. Congrats to Forrest Gump.
Scott, it's possible he ran by you and did not stop to say hello.
Did I miss him? Oh, we got him.
Is that Colt?
Oh, there he is. I'm down here. Mark Caressa, can you see us down here? We good right here?
Yes,
Come
and
down.
I do have the final number. I'll let you talk to him, and then we will unveil the final number. I'm going to actually bring it to you so you
They're
can
trying
do
to get
it.
us on camera here. We're not sure which way to look.
Larry Cole now getting ready to come down. He's just crossing underneath the American flag. 91 years young. Let's give it up for Larry Cole, folks. He's walking on in here. Let's help him finish strong. And ladies and gentlemen, at the top of the peak of the hill, 53-time finisher, Brian Salzberg, coming down the hill.
The only man to run all 53 races.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to start a chant. Brian, 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 Brian. Keep it going. Come on, Brian. Oh, he's stopping to talk to some folks. He's making it very dramatic. He stopped on us. He's chatting it up with some folks, but I can see him just over the crest of the hill. Now he's walking again. He's heading towards you, Scott.
I'm looking.
He's got his arms up. Brian, let's wave to the crowd, Brian. He's being modest, but he's right there walking in all yellow. He's got a black hat on, orange socks.
Give us a wave, Brian. Give us a wave.
Here he comes on in again, folks. Brian, 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 Brian. "53 times finishing the Falmouth Road Race, Brian Salzberg." And he's across the line.
Congratulations, Brian. He did it. Number 53. Get the man some water.
Get him a hot dog. Scott, are we able, it looks like you're able to grab Ben over there, have a little chat maybe. Well, along with Brian Salzberg, we got lots of great athletes flowing on in here. Kevin Donahue from Hingham. Daniel Redgate from West Falmouth. Elise Prendergast.
Nice job, Carissa. Oh, sorry about that. Hey, Mark, I'm down here with Ben Flanagan.
Hey!
And Herman Garrick right now.
Go for
so
it.
we're going to have an unveiling.
Go
Ben,
for it.
Congratulations out there. How'd you feel?
That was very, very hard, but there was a lot of energy out there. It was just a blast. I had fun every step of the way, tons of support. I loved it.
Herman, do you have a guess at how many people he passed?
I'm going to say 5,000.
Okay, we have the unveiling right here. Carissa just gave me the number. 8,088. Oh! Multiply times that 3. $24,000. So congratulations to Ben, congratulations to Herman, and the J-Rob Foundation. What do you think of that, Herman?
I think that's seriously an amazing accomplishment. I had a terrible week, and coming in here, hearing about this possibility of Ben maybe crossing 20 people and having, a spill at the start or something, I was like, as long as it raises awareness, and as long as we can get kids equipment, money, grants, whatever, it's awesome. And just to have this is just a blessing, honestly. We're providing dreams here. Ben, you are going to be providing dreams and making wishes come true for kids out there, seriously.
Amazing. Thank you, Herman. Thank you, Ben. I think you've won 3 times. I think this might have topped them all 3. So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I'm so excited, and congrats to everyone running out there. Have an amazing day.
All right, Mark, back to you.
Wow, what a great accomplishment, and congrats to J-Rod for all those valuable funds raised. Thank you for the sponsors that helped support that. And thank you to everybody involved, but big thank you, 3-time champion Ben Flanagan, raising over $24,000 here today, passing 8,000 plus athletes. 8,000 of you got caught by the last person to start. Just want to point that out. But hey, it's still a great accomplishment for everybody out here today. We also want to take this opportunity to make sure that we thank all the support that we get from Falmouth Public Safety, including the Falmouth Police, led by Police Chief Jeff Laurie, the Falmouth Fire and Rescue Department, led by Chief Tim Smith, the Beach Department, led by Maggie Clayton, Harbor Master Greg Frazier and his team, the Falmouth Communications Center, of course, Massachusetts State Police and local police and deputies, and also for the team sitting in the Unified Command Center to keep an eye on everyone involved in the race today. Really, really want to make sure that when you get a chance, thank one of those public safety officials out here. Thank a lot of volunteers as well, but definitely thank our public officials out here for everything that they do and all our public safety officials. And make sure, again, we keep talking about the famous ball field behind us. Make sure you purchase your finisher's shirt in the ball field from ASICS partner, the Run House, located on Main Street in Falmouth. They have their official Falmouth Road Race merchandise at their store year-round. And again, speaking of the ball field and everything around here, really, really want to thank the town of Falmouth for its support of this event. We talked to Scott earlier about how much we give back to Falmouth, but we also want to make sure that we thank everything that Falmouth gives to us.
All right, William Riley, put your hands up. 89 years young, coming in for another age group win. We should all be so lucky. And look at him right there. So, sir, I'm going to need to see some ID because you are not 89 years old. 11-minute pace at 89 years old. You guys, can you give him a big round of applause? Mark, 11-minute pace at 89. It's beautiful.
I don't think I can run 11-minute pace
Oh, we haven't
10
failed
years
it.
ago,
Be
much less
careful.
right now, much less at that age.
We're up.
So big,
we're up.
huge congrats.
The community here, there must be something in the air that keeps them nice and young, but I
Nice
just
job, Victoria. Nice
cannot
job. Better way to
stress.
get up.
Matt Morgan's here, Adele Morgan, the Morgans, Emily Campbell, Taylor Gundun, John Rakuti, Kate McKenna, Julie Tomer, Riley Ryan from Norfolk, Virginia. I'm from Virginia, did you know that? Fascinating information. Big smiles as you come across the end of the Falmouth Road Race. We are here to celebrate you guys and your accomplishment today. Maura Weigmans, Catherine Coulis, Andy Rogers out of East Falmouth.
We got William Lonergan from West Hartford, Connecticut, coming on in.
Elma McDermott out of Naples, Florida. Congratulations. Matthew McHugh representing Smile Mass, and that's another one of our duo groups. They do it because they want to put smiles on the faces of athletes who can't run on their 2 feet, but they can be a part of the race.
Well, yeah, I mean, the duo teams that are out here, they're not out here just to necessarily try to accomplish something with the disabilities that they have. They're also raising valuable funds for other folks that need help. And so it's really, not only it's great to see them actually out here accomplishing this feat, but to also know that there's a lot of background behind that in raising funds, raising awareness, and really giving back for everything that they're now able to do.
And when we talk to our chair athletes, what we hear time and time again, and even from Will Lear, who has done this race over 25 times, is I saw Bob Hall do it, and I believed that I could do it. Hoda, who's in our top 3 of our wheelchairs, from Egypt, she saw Tatiana McFadden race in the Olympics, and it opened a door of a possibility that people didn't know existed until they saw it. And that's what inclusivity does. You see someone like you doing something that you maybe believed you couldn't do, and that's what our duos do. That's what our chair athletes do. They make it possible for other people to reach beyond themselves and achieve feats that they never thought they could. And it's really one of the greatest parts of the endurance running community.
It was fascinating talking to Romanchuk and McFadden, Tatiana McFadden on Friday night, asking them what they felt like being role models for younger wheelchair athletes. And they were so humble and so gracious. They were thanking actually the people that came before them. So really, it's amazing to be able to see that not only are they inspiring people, but they were inspired as well. Like you said, it keeps coming down generation to generation.
Craig, the 2 athletes that held our break tape today for our chair athletes, just true icons in the sport that paved the way for people like Tatiana. So you never know who you are inspiring. Shout out to all of our moms, our dads, our dog moms out there. But you are inspiring the next generation to get moving and to get exercising.
Looks like we are getting ready soon to have our Women's Elite Field Awards ceremony. That's getting ready to happen any second now, but we still got tons of athletes coming on down here. Jerry Souza from East Falmouth, 59 years young there. Emma Santry from Boston, Mass. Lots of athletes coming on in. The major core of our field coming down in this beautiful final stretch here into Falmouth Heights. Definitely earning that post-race beverage over at Shipwrecked. That is our official post-race party location. So make sure you plan on heading on in there into Shipwrecked. And now off to the award ceremony for our elite women. Tony?
Thank you, Mark. We finally have our 3 podium finishers here in the tent. In third place, 41 years of age. I mean, one of the great athletes in her first visit here to the ASICS Falmouth Road Race, a 3-time Olympic gold medalist on the track. Third place here today, Vivian Chariot in 36:18. The Pocket Rocket, as she's known. In second place, our longtime race leader from Indianapolis, Indiana, been on a roll this year, running 31 flat for 10K. Also running 107.35 for the half marathon. She's second place today in 36:04, just 1 second back in second place, Emma Grace Hurley. Representing ASICS. And our champion, she had the experience on the course. She finished in second place last year. She's also the world under 20 record holder at 3,000 meters. Today, she wins by 1 second in 36:03. Let's congratulate Ethiopia's Welknot Wudu. From second to first, those are our podium finishers, Chariot, Hurley, and Wudu. Mark?
Thank you, Tony. Great race up front there on both the men's and women's side, our wheelchairs side, our duo side, and everybody else out here setting their own personal goals. If they're returning, maybe running faster than the last time or faster than they ever have, or heck, maybe the training didn't go well and they're just out here to enjoy the fun and excitement. I definitely know Robert Fleming from Plymouth is happy to be crossing the line. Adam Dow from Bourne, Mass. Brian Leonard from Boston. Carrie Cook from Revere coming on through. Colleen Corey, Buzzards Bay. Running for National Multiple Sclerosis Society. Have a lot of folks out here running for others, not only for themselves, but running for others. Rachel French, Westchester, running for BC 17. Monica Fazzano coming on in here. Caitlin Lurch running for Dana-Farber. Always one of our biggest charity representations out here, the Dana-Farber and Jimmy Fund. Dennis Cameron from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Thanks for coming out here. Mark Kenny from Falmouth, Mass. Thomas Sullivan from South Boston and Denise Sullivan from South Boston. The Sullivans are in the house. How's that party over at Shipwreck gonna go down? It's awful crowded, but it's still quite a good party there, Scott.
A lot of people celebrating, having fun over there. Shipwrecked is a great partner of the race, and they sponsor our Falmouth in the Fall Road Race, so we're so grateful to them, and you know, happy that we can funnel people over there to them.
I don't think we're having to necessarily coax and push too many people over in there. They're happy to get on in there and have it.
Yeah, they do a great job over there.
Garrett Davis from Hingham, Mass. coming on in. Rebecca Aiello from Milton. Carl Kenny from Walpole, James Rafferty from Falmouth, Emma Mitchell from T-Ticket, Emma and Frank Mitchell from T-Ticket, Mass. I don't think I've heard that city name before, T-Ticket.
That's between East Falmouth and the main part of Falmouth. So
Where does that name come from, T-Ticket? What is that? Is that after the Boston Tea Party?
You're really not making me look smart
Okay,
there, Mark.
no, I tried to tee you up there to
We
be
got
smart.
Jack Carroll, a Falmouth favorite, Falmouth
Hey.
Track Club vet. Jack, congratulations. Jack's got a pretty good streak going, too. I think he's up in the 40-something years as well.
Wow.
Jack lives on the vineyard now, but he's been a big sponsor of the race. We got Joey Mitchell from Falmouth running for the Samaritans that's coming down right now. We got Andrew Jordan from Falmouth, Robert Shanahan, Susan Larricay, Falmouth, Therese Scalzi. We got Janine Colleran, Kathleen Kelly, Richard Colleran, Mark Shrews. We got a lot of Falmouth residents coming through. We got Carrie Apria from Mashpee. That away, Carrie. Stephen Kelly from Fairfield, Connecticut. Luke Lombardo from Needham, Mass. I don't think the iPad's keeping up here, Mark.
I know, it's working hard. I had to get the bucket hat on, Scott. Keep that sun off. Spectators, make sure the runners aren't the only ones drinking out there. Make sure you're getting some fluids after you're standing out here in the hot sun all day, cheering on all these great athletes. I had to get the bucket hat on here just to keep the sun off of me. Beautiful morning, but it will keep getting warmer and warmer as we go along here, so stay hydrated out there, runners and spectators. Anna Brady from Falmouth, Jane Long from East Falmouth, Caitlin Hudson from Falmouth, Gabriel Jacobs from Needham, my hood there, Libby Burchell, Tony Arena for Yarmouth,
Chris Barnett from East Falmouth, William Curley from Falmouth, Nora Downey, Sean Austin. Give it up, Sean. Give us a wave.
That's it, folks. Make sure as you're coming down here, get your hands up in the air, smile for the cameras. Marathon Photo is here at the finish line, taking those photos for you to have after the race. So big smiles, big happy smiles. At least pretend you got one, even if you're hurting a little bit.
Oh, everyone feels good coming down that hill, Mark. Grace Wagner of Falmouth, Leah Wagner. I think they're coming down together. So Grace and Leah, give us a wave. Marco Mariano.
I love seeing the father, son, father, daughter, husband, wife. It's their own little category of duos as they come on in here. When you get the family members that train together, race together, and cross the line together.
Yeah, there's so many generations, and I know grandparents love to run with their small granddaughter or grandson, so a lot of families out there.
Leah Carlson from Newton coming on in. Rhea Sears from Cranston, Rhode Island. Casey Flavin from Boston. Grace Joyce from New York, New York. John Sacco, Bellingham, Mass. Natalie Pinzon from Chelsea, Mass.
Speaking of families, we just had John and Maggie Cahill come through, so congratulations to them.
Zachary Hoover from Bethel, Connecticut. Laura and James Rooney from North Falmouth. Put those hands up in the air, Laura and James. I want to see you. So many hands going up in the air when I see that. Love to see this crowd out here. Keep cheering, keep clapping, keep ringing those cowbells.
Carmody Palmer from Falmouth. We got Matthew Spielberger from East Falmouth. Lucy Davis from North Falmouth. We got Kelly Kishishek from Marston's Mills. Sean Gallagher, I think that's Dr. Sean Gallagher from East Falmouth. Dr. Jetty from Falmouth. Thomas Egan from Lexington, Maxine Bresler from Falmouth, Kyle Scott from Dedham. Fast and Furious.
Lori Kelleher coming on in here from Bridgewater, Mass. Mark Locklear, Jane Carroll, Casey Fields from Chelsea. Speaking of Fields, head on over to that field, get that hot dog, post hot dog. How many hot dogs do you think you've had over the year here at Falmouth Road Race, Scott?
How many have I had? Wow. I've run probably 15 to 20 races, so I guess I got to go 15 to 20 hot dogs.
But just one hot dog, or do you try to sneak maybe a second and third one in?
Yeah, as I age,
I
it's just
thought
one.
so.
Just one.
Yeah. Marissa Horgan coming on in. Martha Mahoney from Stamford, Connecticut. Henry Mahan from Bedford. Morgan O'Brien from Astoria, New York.
We had Eric Loftus from Falmouth, Tracy Sanford from East Falmouth, Jared Lopes in Falmouth, Avery Todd Weinstein, Madeline Giuseppe from Situate, Morgan O'Brien from Astoria, New York. Joseph Grillo in Falmouth, Michelle Short. Oh, the Frank Short, his wife, just came through. So congratulations, Michelle.
And John Hancock just came through. How about having that kind of name?
Wow, back from the dead.
John
Carolyn
Hancock
Daybock from Falmouth.
representing the Boston House. Amelia Costello from Norwell. Lauren Thie from Northborough, Mass. Shane Foley helping out New England Donor Services out of Charlestown, Mass. Sarah Newcomb, Shrewsbury. Lauren Flint from Falmouth. Welcome, Lauren. Get your hands up in the air here. Get that photo shot. Shannon Crowley from representing Dana-Farber. Kevin and Emma Hanwell from Falmouth coming on in. The Hanwells are in the house. Leslie and Eric Napoli from Holliston. Where are you? Where's the Napolis? George Baldini, Chris England from Ram, Renee Lawler from Weymouth, Morgan Doherty from Raynham, Scott Luther from Boston, Jack Broden from Boston. A lot of folks coming down from the big city here to run this event. Dave Johnson from Needham. Dave, come find me in Needham.
With Jeff Griffin from Falmouth, Joey Keefe, East Falmouth, Karen O'Neill, West Falmouth, Tristan Lesbiner from Worcester, Mass. We got Donna Greenberg from Danvers, Michael Sokolowski from Boston. We got Emma Lacey from Essex, Mass. Jeff Griffin from Falmouth, Paul Veo from Falmouth. We're coming through. I'm trying to pick you out there. If you want me to yell your name, put your hands up out there and give us a wave.
All right, so you've been doing this race long enough. I want you to don't look at the time, don't look at the finish line. How many runners do you think have come across so far?
Well, just going by the fact that Ben Flanagan passed 8,800, I think we're close to 10,000 have come across.
You think 10,000 runners have already come across?
Well, if Ben passed 8,800, well, that was over the course of the thing, so I'm not thinking right.
You're not thinking right. I think you're thinking the other way.
Yeah.
I think we're about halfway. I'm thinking we're close to the halfway mark, which means we still got a lot of you out there. And we need that energy from the crowd all throughout this morning. It's going to get a little bit warmer, but we want to make sure that we give all these runners a nice, warm welcome along with this warm weather. Jeffrey Agnew from Situate coming on in. Madden Myers from Nantucket. Oh, did we just get a little timing update?
We did. Well, actually 7,500 people have finished so far.
All right, so we're about two-thirds of the way. Two-thirds of the way there, and that's not too bad.
Nope.
Jeff and Alicia Kars. The Karses, where are you, Karses? The Karsai coming across here visiting us all the way from McKinney, Texas. Alicia and Jeff Carr, thank you for coming on up.
Henry Jiguet from East Falmouth, Carolyn Abbott, Tewksbury, Rose Giglio from Canton, Mass, Sarah First from Boston, Mark Adamski from Boston. We got a Mashpee runner, Michael Barrows, Christina Andrade from East Falmouth, Matthew McLeod from Hanover, Mass, Pamela Mitchell from Foxborough, Emily Johnson from Falmouth. All having fun cruising down that hill.
So when you're coming down that hill, is it a kick? Is it a enjoy the moment? Is it a wave to the crowd? What do you think the majority vibe is?
I think right now most of them are enjoying the vibe.
Majority vibe, wave to the fans, wave to the crowd, wave for those cheering you on, your family, your friends that are here, waiting to celebrate with you on this beautiful morning here, the 53rd annual Falmouth Road Race presented by ASICS. And again, cannot thank ASICS enough for everything that they do throughout the weekend. The track festival on Friday was just amazing. The expo, and now this beautiful event out here today. What a great partner ASICS has been over the last few years.
It's been a great partnership with Race Roster and ASICS. As you saw, Alex Vanderhoeven over there, the CEO, came through earlier, and they're just great friends now, and we love seeing them back every year, and they're going to be with us for 5 more years too, Mark, so we're really happy about that.
Well, let's keep knocking it out the park, and these runners and these spectators knocking it out the park, and let's get that contract re-signed. Get that extension going.
Let's go.
We got Megan George coming up from New York to run here today. Jonathan Yellen from Falmouth. Darren Fry from Mashpee. Kelly Matthews from Falmouth. Selby Bourne from Falmouth.
We got Ellen Baker from Falmouth, Jeffrey Domingos, East Falmouth, Justin Trott from Buzzards Bay, pretty local. Tori Zola from Duxbury. We have Gretchen Hartel from Milton, Mass, and originally from Falmouth. We have Lynn Busher, retired Falmouth teacher. Congratulations, Lynn. Lynn's done this every year for a while. We have Paul Miller from North Attleboro, John Barback, Caitlin Scully of North Andover, Luke Osborne from Massachusetts, Alexis Murray of East Falmouth, Tori Jadudis from Boston, Sarah Solomon, Isabel Reardon, Hannah Terrell, Sydney Blaney, Jennifer Ward from Falmouth, Christina Lau from Newton, Mass, Michael Shivo from Newton, Mass. We have Brian Keith from Falmouth, Amanda Lewudis from Marlborough, Jillian's. We got Timothy Kostenbauer from Falmouth. We got Edwin Medeiros from East Falmouth. Timothy Kostenbauer from Falmouth. I hope I got that one right, Mark.
Yeah, that's, I tell you what, in announcing, it's okay to butcher somebody's name if you just can't really quite pronounce it. Just don't butcher a town's name, because then you're upsetting an entire town.
All right. So we got Catherine Berg. I think Catherine, his daughter's a good friend of mine. We got Kimberly Daniel, Betsy Bloom. We got Courtney Lyons from East Falmouth. Meredith Worthington from Dover, New Hampshire. Betsy Bloom from Needham, Mass. Kimberly Daniel from Richmond, Virginia.
I'm from Virginia. I say that every time a Virginian crosses.
Carissa, you're from Virginia. Welcome back.
Welcome. Thank you for having me. How you doing, spectators? I think they're in the sun. Remember, in just about 6 months, you're going to think of this day and be like, man, I wish I was back there on the Cape in the sun. Doreen Volkowski is going to wish she was back. She's from North Carolina. Ava's here, Kiara Coker, Alyssa Maldonado, Cheryl Richardson running for our Massachusetts Down Syndrome Congress. And again, thank you to all of our charity athletes out there. I see that hands up, that big smile. How many families do we have coming down the line together? I think I see some right there. Do we have any first-time Falmouth finishers with us today? Hannah Duggan's one of them. We're waiting for her. Every single person coming down this finish line is somebody's loved one, somebody's person, somebody that we are out here ready to support.
We got Carolyn Baker, wife of Brian Baker, coming through. Congrats, Carolyn.
All right, Scott, we're gonna get up close and personal with these athletes. You wanna see those smiles as you come across that finish line. Nice little tailwind for you. There's more athletes from CALS, our adaptive athlete supporters. The Decibels Foundation, there's Christopher. Running for ALS 1, we got Abby, Team Hit in the house. This is it. It's all downhill from here. Truly, it's not like somebody at mile 5 telling you you're almost there. Our Dana-Farber Cancer Institute athletes, yes you can, my man. Our athletes running to end Alzheimer's. And this movement, it's good for all of our mental health, keeping us young, right, David? Sophia, welcome to the finish line. Jeremiah's getting it all on camera. There's Jeremiah. Shout out to our amazing tech crew for all the work on today's live stream, videoing your beautiful faces as they come towards the finish line. Team Best Buddies. More of our CCALS crew. Team Dana-Farber. I know you're hurting, but would it help if I told you there were hot dogs at the finish? Does that help or does it make it worse? I don't know. Way to go, Pete. Way to finish strong. Look at this beautiful beard we have coming in. No shirt, all beard. There's Joseph with a big smile, Elizabeth, Kathleen for ALS 1.
Caressa, did you see Elvis down there? We had Elvis Cabral just finished.
And where's he from? I thought you were going to say Falmouth.
He is from East Falmouth.
Okay, see, I thought so.
Who knew? I didn't know Elvis was in the building.
But he's left the building now. Finishers, welcome to your moment. Smile. Be proud of what your body
Hallow,
did.
Carissa. Amaya Hallow, her first Falmouth. She just finished. We got Molly Madigan. We got Amy Rothman. Jill Schwartz with Abby Schwartz. John Holmes from Falmouth. Lauren Spencer from Plymouth, Mass. Rachel Foley from Falmouth. Heather Medeiros from Woods Hole. Kathleen Hiltz from Nashville. Brett Austin from Falmouth. Melissa Belcito from Sutton, Mass. Patricia Foy from Acton. Caitlin Ryan from Somerville. Hannah Walker from Franklin, Mass. Kelly Collins, Braintree. Kyle Brunet, Everett. Alexis Federico, Joanne O'Sullivan from East Falmouth. Jenna Jacobson from Falmouth. Jessica Jordan, East Falmouth. Will Shepard from East Falmouth.
Is anybody at home in Falmouth today, or they're all here?
They are all here.
And we love that.
Either in the race or along the course.
I mean, there were points on the women's lead truck where our timer would call out the split, and I couldn't hear because the crowds were so loud and so excited. And there was one funny part, you know, the neighborhood's in the beginning, it's a little bit quiet, and this woman's out there with her coffee, and she sees them, oh, here come the real runners.
The real runners.
I said, they're all real runners, honey. Every single person out there moving forward is a real runner, and you guys remember that to be real proud of yourself when you get here to this finish line.
Another Falmouth resident, Declan Bell, Will Shepard, Sydney Hanlon from Boston with John Hanlon, Anna Giacomino from Bethesda, Maryland. Names are getting harder.
I was going to say, you get into that middle of I'll get the eastern seaboard for you, okay? You stick to Massachusetts. Florida, I'll take that.
All right, you got it.
Not as many Floridians as I'm used to, but Massachusetts really shows up for this race.
Absolutely.
How you guys doing out there? Smile big, marathon photo, taking your photo here at the finish line. You can do the hands up finish. I don't recommend the jumping finish because your legs are wobblier than you think.
Be careful with that.
Yeah, you know what's when you the cartwheel finish? Do not recommend it. That blood pressure, so just smile, little wave, but make it look like you're having a good time out there. I bet you have some pictures on the finish line that aren't too flattering because you're giving it everything.
Yeah, there were a couple.
Yeah, the grimace.
I think the heat stroke year really was bad.
Yeah. And we are, as we've said, spectators, athletes, we are in quite warm conditions. So spectators, you too, make sure you're hydrating. Hopefully you have some sunscreen on. And take care of these athletes when we finish. Make sure we're getting some of that Gatorade into them. Great job, great job. Keep those cheers going for these fabulous finishers out there. We see you. We are proud of you. Team ALS. More beautiful charity runners on the approach. I love seeing how many people are actually running together. Running is the most solitary sport in the world, but when you can put on a pink tutu and run through Falmouth, what's better than a man in a pink tutu raising money? Getting in 7 miles. Let's hear it for our tutu team. And there's our family beach crew. And look at this gorgeous beard, no shirt, long beard finish. Yep, that's you, sir. Soak it in. Team HIT, welcome to the finish line. More of our Dana-Farber athletes, part of our Numbers for Nonprofits program. And I'm so impressed with the longevity of the athletes in this race. 91 years old, 89 years old, running 11-minute pace. And I see some of you out there. I'm not going to call out how old you are because I have a screen in front of me that says exactly how old you are, but I am impressed. Get another Falmouth resident, Riley Thomas, in that group.
We got a Lindsay Gaziano from Falmouth as well. Stephanie Moulin from Buzzards Bay.
Now do we call out Woods Hole? Because Laura Kent, that starts there, you
That's
know?
part of Falmouth, Laura Kent from Woods Hole. Someone from Sandwich, we had Nancy McIver.
I mean, it's all Massachusetts all the time here on our finish line. Joel Martinez, Gianna Corrente, Jeffrey Durkin, Barbara Fitzgerald from Falmouth. Can I just go like toot toot when it's Falmouth, and that means somebody from Falmouth is finishing?
We got Dan O'Neill from Falmouth.
I want a button, like DJ Khaled, and another one every time they're from Falmouth. Another one. Can I get that for next year?
Just ring a bell every time.
All right, a bell might be a little more pleasant. There should be a bell at the finish. If you're from Falmouth, ring the bell. It would ring nonstop.
I like it.
You know, the Falmouth bell.
Maybe we can get a sponsor for that.
Yeah, who would want to, anybody sponsor the bell? Come on over, let us know.
Bill Walker from Falmouth. We got Jane Emery, East Falmouth.
The O'Connells are here. Marty and Mary and Christina. Welcome, O'Connells. Liam Flynn. David Doherty from East Falmouth. Kenneth is from Pennsylvania.
I think we got Julie Holzer from Falmouth. We got Kim Cryan from, missed that one. With Michelle Armour. Daniel Ward from Falmouth. Sarah Malfi and Erin Kelly, both from Falmouth. Patricia Panzone. David Diaz from Boston. Jean McGeary from Falmouth.
We got Texas on the map. We're going all the way to Texas. Wayne Racklin, 68 years young.
Jennifer Moran. Tracy Baird. Allie Brigham. Kiera DeBeer. Sarah Lovett. Chris Morrissey from T-Ticket. Molly Frazier Coolis from Falmouth. David Burnham from Falmouth. Carol Kremen, East Falmouth. Give us a wave, Carol. Nice job. Sarah Carton.
Anna coming in. Way to go, Hannah. We are so proud of you. We're waving at you, but you're not hearing us because you're in glycogen deficit. It's okay. We gave the energy.
You got her. You got her.
We got it. Asheville, North Carolina, Salvatore Claricio.
We got Dan Casey in Falmouth. We got that one. So we got a few here. Let's get this back here. Nicole Cabana, Alexis Wing, and Neil Quigley, all from Falmouth.
Running to end Alzheimer's. Love that.
William Frazier from Hanson, Mass. Camden Barrows. Madeline Reedy from East Falmouth. Carlos Lucchese from Sudbury. Kate McBreen, Mashpee. Matthew Kritz. Kelly Devine from Falmouth. Amy McKenzie from East Falmouth. Samantha Bellata from Falmouth. Kevin Tracy Danvers. Leah Beres from Kennebunkport, Maine. Christina Pelletier from East Falmouth, running for the Greenhouse.
It's just a beautiful sight, all of these humans coming down towards their goal. You set a goal, you signed up, you reached it, and we are here to celebrate you. Frank McAlpine from East Falmouth. From Nisakuna, New York, Alyssa Dickey, part of the Courageous Parents Network. Michael Ryan, also from Falmouth. Rachel Morinda, and from Falmouth. And I lost a Falmouther, the Jolinda Brossi. I don't want to lose a Falmouther. Is that, how do you say, is a Falmouthian? Falmouther? What is the correct?
A Falmouthian? No, I haven't heard that one.
They're just from Falmouth.
They're just from Falmouth.
Falmouther? That's not it. Falmouther. Falmouther.
Let's get it. No slang.
All right. There's no easy way to say it. They're from the beautiful place in which we are right now, just like Olivia.
We got James Dowd from Pacific Palisades, California, all the way from Cali. Welcome, James.
Robert Burchell from Uxbridge. Robert Capello from Peabody. Emily Lamarca. Jackie Davis from Needham. A lot of Needhamites out here.
And Sandra Good, another one of our Falmouth residents. Alexander's here. Scott Smith from Quincy, Massachusetts. Bill Randolph, McKenna Holosi, Bruce Murphy, Lindsay Tolan, Katie Walper, among others. Welcome to the happiest place on earth, the race finish line, the hallelujah moment Put those hands up, smile, and celebrate you. Celebrate the beautiful version of you that could go 7 miles today.
You know what I really, really want? I want to jump in that ocean right now. Cool off a little bit. I'm surprised I don't see more folks out there jumping in the water.
I'm pretty sure our tech team would be like, yeah, the mics in the ocean would be a great idea. So
Yeah, do we have waterproof mics we can use and maybe go take a quick dip? Anybody want to join us out there? Head on out there and jump into this beautiful ocean out here at this beautiful finish line here in Falmouth Heights, right next to Shipwreck, the official post-race party locale here. But we still got a lot of runners that are coming on down here to earn that post-race party. Margaret Clayton from Medford. Margaret and Amanda Clayton coming on in here. Frank Perfedio, hope I pronounced that right. Jennifer Watkins from Jefferson, Mass. Mary Wilkinson from Boston. Mary and Megan Wilkinson coming on in. Mary and Megan, where are you? Hey, there we go. Both of those young ladies representing Girl Scouts of Eastern Massachusetts. The Wilkinsons, thank you. Melissa and Molly Keefe coming on in. Melissa and Molly, where are you? Raise your hands up.
We got our athletes
maybe they're
there.
too tired.
I think they're part of that team in ALZ coming in together with the sashes on. Charles Kelly is here. David Usher from Falmouth. Jonathan Yarborough from Falmouth. Nicholas Yarborough, the Yarboroughs is coming on home. Bruce Korf, 73 years young. Can I get a hand clap for Bruce?
Wow, let's hear it for Bruce, folks.
So I get excited, Mark, when our more seasoned athletes finish.
I love it. I'm jealous. I'm
right?
upset.
You're jealous.
I'm upset at myself a little bit for not running as much and not still out there running in road races, but it's so proud. He's coming right on in here right now, right in front of us.
Shire, 78 years old from Falmouth. So when you get to be over 80, when I call you out, you get a toot toot.
Yeah.
So we're gonna tune in our. Yeah,
we'll give it that. We'll give it that.
Okay.
Love to see Larry Cole earlier, 91 years old.
91, and then
coming
there was
out
an 89-year-old at 11-minute pace.
Yes, absolutely.
It's just beautiful. It's inspiring, even though I can't aspire to that at 89. I don't
No.
believe that's in the cards for me.
No,
but-
not having it. I'd rather be on this side here.
I mean, maybe I could be an 89-year-old announcer, but I need a real large font. Like, I'd need like a billboard.
I can't run after my dog without hurting something. So I'll stick to announcing, and Cole and all these other fine young folk out here can keep to all their running as they have a great time here. Elizabeth Hale from Boston, John Lippman coming on in from South Orleans. We got Maureen Hayes coming in from Mashpee. Millie Park from Boston. Hannah Tarr
We've got
from
Abba.
Haverhill. My first time I moved up here, I had to pronounce it Haverhill. That was wrong. I got quickly, I think Matt West fixed that for me really quickly.
Good.
Haverhill.
But now you're basically a
Again,
you know, you're a native.
Yeah, you don't mispronounce a town's name. It's okay to mispronounce a person's name, but not an entire town.
Here's
You
a little
won't hear the
secret.
end of
If
it.
you don't know it, you just
Boston's
don't
an easy
say
one to
it.
do. Elizabeth Watts from Boston coming on in. Leah Kenley from Belmont. Lee Armour from North Falmouth. Emily Gallagher from Falmouth. Christopher Morrison from Falmouth. Kelly Wheeler from Wayland. That's nearby me as well.
I got
Alexandra
more Falmouth.
Bruno.
Andrea, Daniela from Falmouth, Steve and Nancy, the Mendelsons. Put those hands up, Mendelsons. How are you?
Also Casey and Haley Welsh. The Welshes are here.
Now, I have had the pleasure of running many races with my husband, but in all the races, I get in an argument with him at some point. So when these couples finish together, I'm just impressed because I'm like, are you breathing heavy because I'm running too slow for you? But they seem to have a better relationship maybe than my stress level.
I think maybe that might be another, we were talking earlier about some funny ideas for television reality shows. Maybe like kind of like an Amazing Race could have the couples training for a marathon.
Yeah, together. And
Yeah.
they have to finish together.
Yeah. They have to start together, they have to finish together, and I know that they can run other smaller races, and whoever gets last gets kicked off the show. But that would definitely be a challenging scenario, training together for a marathon over a certain amount of time. But God bless all these folks that are able to do it, especially Jackson Alexandra Conley.
I don't think they're, I'm just going to go on, I don't know, where are the Conleys?
They're a young couple, 20 and 22 years old.
Or
That's
are
easy.
they brother-sister?
Yeah, they haven't even begun to argue yet at this point.
We're just hypothesizing
They're
up
just
here.
so in love.
Sean Silva is here. He's in love with coming to this finish line. Kimberly Kamara, Jamie Robinson, part of the New England Patriots Foundation, Travis Wright, Vicky Wagner, Jenny Wang, Joffrey Celestino from Falmouth, Rico Bettarelli, Sam Rizzio, and Cassidy Decron, Judith Emmert from Falmouth, Jessica O'Brien, John Grassel out of Woods Hole, Stephanie Jacobs of Landon, and Lindsay McDermott. Welcome, one and all, to your ASICS Falmouth Road Race finish line. Squeaking out the last weeks of summer here on the Cape, and no better way to celebrate. From Falmouth, Catherine Enos, Brian Casey's here from Glastonbury, Anna Swisher, Jason Walsh, the Floyds from East Falmouth, way to go Team Floyd, Nellie Murray, Laura Kranzik, Becca Shaw, Samantha, Joni, Evan, and Sedalia. Spectators, you are thinning out, but if you would give those cheers and applause to complete strangers, because they've been working hard. It was an early morning. They were getting on the bus, waiting for their turn. And now it's that finish line moment. We want to tell them just how proud we are. "65 years old, Cindy Long and Robert Jeffway, 70 years young. Woo woo! We see you, Robert. Bernard Wood, 77 from Falmouth. What a local legend. Michael Sanchez, Courtney Golden, Caitlin Losey, George Farrington from Rutland. Sarah Grasso. Tracy Lennon, Eileen Ivins from Falmouth. Courtney Dagger, Patrick Mulcairn, Lisa Mulcairns, the Mulcairns from Braintree. Lee Snackergaard, Sierra's here from Marissa's Mission. Christina Gaddy from East Falmouth, and Sarah Sullivan with Kayung Kim from Falmouth. Who sings this song, Mark? It's
know the
fine.
song.
It was just a quiz, just a pop quiz. It's a banger, though.
Oh my gosh, it's a total banger. I have this in my playlist.
If you're feeling confident as you come by that finish line, you can dance it out a little bit, because we are feeling good here in Falmouth. Jen DeLory, Danielle Moore, Christine from Falmouth, Jeff Kelleher, Tesla Bartone, and Brianne Aubin.
Jennifer Hickley from Falmouth coming on in, finishing at 62 years young. Judith Martin, 70 years young from Hopkinton. Way to go, Judith. Nice job, Judith. Got Lori Murphy from Rockland, Mass. Elizabeth Hayes from Dedham.
Laura Doyle.
Brian Connolly from East Falmouth. Carolyn Tolino. Ingrid Cornetta from East Falmouth.
And Alexa Cornetta, Team Cornetta, put those hands up. Where are you guys?
Ingrid and Alexa, where are you?
There they are, crossing right there. Molly Peters, part of the South Shore Stars. Rachel Godek, Kelly McGill, and Alexandria Young out of Rhode Island.
Alexandra Young running for Moving Forward. Nicole Rhodes running for ALS 1 out of Carver, Mass. We got Riley and Paul Piechowitz in the house.
Evan Riley with the Weymouth Police, Ed Doherty from the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, Christina Nicole Gonslave,
That was the Petrowiches were a little father-daughter duo there I just saw. Not bad. I wish I could get my daughter to run a race with me.
Someday.
You know, if you dangled out her social media iPhone out in front of her, maybe she would finish it.
We got to get you to run a race first, though. I think
I'd have to actually run it as well.
Pampa back in.
You know who's running right now? Morgan Harvey from Plymouth coming on in. Leah Ansel.
10 years old. Where is Raphael? 10 years
Raphael
young.
Poor.
Look right there with Mom.
Hey!
Well done.
10 years old, ran at 7 miles.
And then look, George Travis is 74, and we're equally impressed.
We got quite a
George,
range here.
I think I'm more impressed with you. Don't tell poor Raphael.
Brio Bailey from Falmouth, welcome.
So my son is 5, going to do his first 5K.
Yeah?
So I think a 10 would be an appropriate age to bring him here.
I think that would work. That would work. It's those half marathons you gotta wait.
Yeah.
You gotta wait a while. It's
Well,
a little brutal on there.
He's going to do the run, walk, run. It's
5Ks,
kind of the family.
10Ks, 7-miler. I think you're good with that.
We'll take our walk breaks. How about Bob? Can I get a Bob Kelly sighting? 84 years young.
Bob
Woo-hoo!
Kelly from Needham.
Toot, toot.
Bob Kelly, welcome. I gotta look for Bob Kelly training in Needham.
11-year-old Alice Urban coming in. Hi, Alice. Way to go. 71, Catherine Kramer. Welcome home from Falmouth. Brian Callahan, 78. Toot, toot.
Kendra Smell, we need you to go meet your mother on over at the hot dog stand on the ball fields. Kendra Smell, over at the hot dog stand. Mama's looking for you.
We are looking for you, Rich Nussbaum, just to say hi, to say
Rich
good
and
job.
Natalie.
Yeah.
Rich and Natalie,
the
another duo there
Nussbaums.
from Boca Raton, Florida.
Hello, team. They're like, this is a nice winter day. This temperature is fantastic. How about 79 years young Susan Shabo? Boop, boop. Caitlin Schleicher here. Susan's also from Falmouth. Jeffrey Hayes. Karen Goyette. And look at this mom pushing in the little one. Let's hear it for the stroller pack. Chris Coglio is 71 years young. Philip Netro from Falmouth, 85. Mark, what do you think
Philip
about that? Woo,
Philip,
woo.
raise your hand up.
Go Philip, go Philip. 85, went 7 miles.
85, gotta be one of the top 5. Jennifer Bruce from Weymouth.
Matthew Bruce, do you think they know each other?
I want to say that Jennifer and Matthew know each other. Are you guys friendly with each other?
Friends in real life.
Friends? Friends in training.
Kathleen Hood, Mike at the Dough, Eileen Wright Bacon, Alex Braun, and Kimberly Pizzi.
Kimberly Peasy.
Easy, okay.
Kathleen Roth from East Falmouth. Rachel Mack from Millboro.
Wonder Woman is here looking beautiful.
Hey!
Way to go. Betsy Knapp, beautiful Betsy, 80 years young, this woman right here in the tan and white singlet. Can we give it up for Betsy?
Betsy Knapp, way to go.
Matthew Weeder, Sarah Pell from Franklin, Alessandra Pasquale, and Grace Adams.
Jillian McCarthy from Weymouth.
Justin Newman out of Falmouth. Welcome home, Justin. Noreen McNamara, welcome to your finish line. Philip, Sophie, Michelle, Margaret Sullivan representing Empower, Silavong Pemason from Springfield. You are beautiful. You don't sweat. You sparkle all the way home. Karen Lesour, Mark Zajic, 72 years young. Dolores, we love you, Dolores. Dan Farisi, David Benford.
Rebecca Quinn coming on in here for Roslyn Dale, Mass. Brittany Yap from Whitman, Mass. Kelsey Grant.
And I got to shout out Richard D'Angelo, 75, finishing strong as well. All right, who sings this song? I know, I'm just going to bother you the whole time.
You know all the really good pop songs. I know like all the techno groups.
First winner of American Idol.
A little drum and bass.
Nothing. You're going to
Kelly
get...
Clarkson.
Woo!
Hey!
Because you guys.
Score one for the old announcer.
You guys are stronger. Glenn Curley, 73, and strong as can be.
Eva and Dick Huey, are you coming on in?
Yes,
Eva
from
and Dick.
Falmouth.
There they are. They're coming across the line. Dick's just dropping Eva, though.
That's always the funniest thing about couples, when one sprints away in the final 15 feet.
Yeah. Well, what's the protocol?
You stay together.
You
stay together.
let
or
the
else you're
woman
doing
win.
the-
I don't want to get patriarchal, but you let the woman win,
Or
right?
else you're doing the dishes.
Yeah. Don't drop her. That's not the proper gentleman thing to do.
William Brown from North Falmouth.
Holly Brown as well.
Yeah.
We got
David Janice, Lindsay Pratt.
Courtney Felix from Somerset coming on in, representing Special Olympics Massachusetts. Way to go, Courtney. Tracy Donovan from Newton. Rich Seal from Waltham.
71 years young. Way to go, Rich.
Way to go, Rich. Running for Zeal for 7. John Dooley. Kate Butler from Walpole. Jamie Lyons from Franklin. Margaret Gunn from Syracuse. And Elizabeth Palmer representing New England Donor Services from East Falmouth.
You guys are stronger. You are fabulous. And we are thrilled to welcome you home to our ASICS Falmouth Road Race finish line.
So the field is starting to thin out in the back here. That probably means the shipwreck is starting to thicken up. I bet you, we can't really see it, one of the tents blocking here, but that place, shipwreck, is going to be rocking. People are going to get wrecked at shipwreck, but like I always like to say, folks, please make sure, no matter how much partying, how much celebrating you do after this race, make sure you got a ride home. Make sure, even if you're riding your bike, maybe let's just walk your bike or walk it on home. Just make sure you get home safe. That's what we want everybody to continue the celebration into tomorrow and days to come, when you're so happy for accomplishing what you did out here today. So please drink responsibly, have fun, and once again, congratulations to everybody's out here. You're getting your hot dog on in the ball field. You're gonna go get your finisher shirt from ASICS. We're gonna big shout out to Run House over there. And then make sure you do join us at Shipwrecked for the official post-race party.
And we're going to be celebrating with some Sun Cruiser, Tito's Vodka, Sam Adams, all the great ways you can
I gotta
celebrate.
try some more of that Sun Cruiser. I think I've had one or two.
I heard that some more.
I haven't had one. I think I had one like a week or so ago. It was pretty tasty. I'm gonna have to try a few more of those just to get a good verdict, you know? Good litmus test.
That's right. I want to shout out to Megan Sullivan. Mark's coming in from Quincy. All of our amazing finishers on the approach. Marcia Ludlow from Falmouth, 79 years young. Way to go.
All right, we were just talking about Sun Cruiser, but I'm looking over here in the VIP tent at my Tito's action.
They've been busy. These Tito's
The
bartenders
Tito's ladies have been, Tito's ladies, can you hear
Not
me?
you guys, the guys drinking it. I meant the ladies
Yeah,
making
that's
it. Look at
right,
them,
that's
they're
right.
cheering.
Tito's in the house over here.
There's been no delivery,
They're
but
dropping all
that's all right.
kinds of action here in the VIP section with Tito's.
It's a race, but it's a party.
It's a party. Sun Cruiser to my left, Tito's to my right, and all these beautiful runners to my front.
Estelle's coming in, Robin, Gay Rose, Julia, Don DeLuca, welcome home, and Terry Byrne from Team ALS1.
Kristen Black representing Natick Community Organic Farm out of course, Natick, Mass.
These athletes want it the most, working the hardest. We celebrate everybody continuing to move forward to this finish line. Lori Gardner, the Aston Autism, the Butler family.
Got a whole representation
Look at this
there.
right here, our ALS crew helping us get towards that finish line. And again, folks, conditions out here are warm, so make sure you're taking care of yourself. I would love you to grab this Gatorade. Your body needs electrolytes. They help your muscles contract. Your heart is a muscle. I would like it to keep contracting. So please enjoy that Gatorade before any post-race libation.
I'm enjoying mine. I wonder what
You've gone classic orange, and I've chosen.
I had a choice. My son brought me one of the two, and I went with the classic orange.
And I've chosen.
I'm just now, I got it on my brain. I'm thinking what Tito's would taste like in orange Gatorade. Let's start blending some of these sponsors together. A little Tito's and G. Tito's and G,
I'm gonna
folks.
stick with my straight Gatorade. I'm gonna get
All
my
right,
electrolyte balance up, and I'm gonna celebrate in Gary Kent. He's from North Falmouth, 62 years old. Jennifer McCarthy, Team Dream Day on Cape Cod. Yes, it is. Kayleen Graves, James Foley supporting the Massachusetts Breast Cancer Coalition. Aubrey coming in, Cassie Perry. Welcome to the finish line. All right, spectators, this is the time where I'm gonna ask you, if any human runs by you on the course, use your voice, your hands, your cowbell to tell them how amazing they are. Because we never know the journey, the why, the reason they started, but we know they had the determination to get here to this finish line.
Hey, Carissa, I just went over and saw my friends over there at the Tito's booth and got me a little Tito's and G, Tito's and Gatorade. It is quite tasty, folks.
You let me know how
Maybe if you're down here in this VIP section, bring your Gatorade down, drop a little T's in there. Tito's and G, that's the new drink of Falmouth, folks.
Lamont, did you do this? Lamont, did you finish the Falmouth Road Race? Yes, you did. Lamont's from Falmouth. Joan right here in the pink, 81 years young. Joan, well done. Natalie Wynn and Sarah Mygar from ALS 1. Annette from Plymouth running for Dogs for Better Lives. We love all of our pet parents out there.
So, Carissa, we heard from the illustrious CEO of DMSC, Matt West. We got about another 100 athletes out on the course. So we got 100 folks still here to welcome. I got my peeps here in the VIP section. Make sure you're still cheering for folks. We still got people along the finish straight shoot.
Maya and Ricardo. Felicidades, Team Michael's Miracle.
James O'Reilly, 78 years young. James, coming on in. James, way to go, brother.
And Grace is 16 in this group. Way to go, Grace. Kendra Ward and Eileen Rule. Representing Learn to Cope. How you doing, Vanessa? We are so proud of you. And a big shout out once again to all of our 2,000 plus volunteers. Adiza Alasa and Vanessa Ruano. Shout out our Compassionate Care ALS team.
Yep, so sponsoring that wheelchair division out here today. Love to see all those folks there out the start line earlier today. What such a great, again, reminding everybody to really encompass what this year was all about. It was all about the wheelchair event, celebrating 50 strong years here at the Falmouth Road Race. And we had some spectacular performances on Friday. Here today, beautiful ceremony last night, recognizing and remembering the great Bob Hall, who unfortunately was not able to join us here for the 50th celebration, but a nice message from him out the start line before the wheelchair start. And again, 50 years behind, and here's to 50 years ahead with the wheelchair division.
Had some Falmouth athletes in there. Ben Pushner coming in out of Falmouth. Jennifer Milkowitz from Medway, Adrian Samuel, Katie Constantine, Michael Constantine, the Constantines, but you're not together. Do you know each other or is that just a coincidence? Your picture is better if you're together.
No, I asked if I cut the line at the Tito's booth. No, I made it. I smiled and I said, please, and I just drop a little Tito's in my Gatorade. and-
Doing good work is Julie Kinch running for Dogs for Better Lives, and Christine Fahey.
Christine Fahey representing ALS 1 out of Newton, Mass. Again, we've got probably about 70, 75 athletes still out on the course. They're still looking for your love. We got all these volunteers along giving up their love. We want to see that spectator love, that VIP area love for all these athletes coming on in. Frida Cohen coming on in. Megan Coughlin representing the New England Center for Children out of Northbridge, Mass. Frida Cohen, 69 years young, out of Easton. Come on down this hill, folks. We have been waiting for you. Shannon McLaughlin, ALS 1. There you go, Shannon. Let's run it on in. Nice job.
Look at this big group of beautiful athletes headed on in. Marnie's here, 69 years young. From Falmouth, let's welcome Malcolm Smith. Hi, Malcolm. Kelly Sampson there as well.
I love that shirt that Malcolm's wearing there. You see all the anchors and the steering wheel? That's nice. I gotta get a shirt or pajamas in that.
Danielle, Naomi, welcome home. Kimberly Lopez Costa, Nicole Cajon. Another huge shout out to our presenting sponsor, ASICS Sound Mind, Sound Body. A lot of athletes racing in their ASICS out there today.
I tell you what, my very first shoe that I ever got when I was in high school, when I was to become a professional runner, my very first shoe was an ASICS shoe. Steve Scott, the legendary miler from back in the 80s, 70s and 80s, he was living in San Diego and he gave me my first free pair of shoes, and it was a pair of ASICS. And I actually raced, I don't think even the ASICS folks know this. I won the high school national championships, Foot Locker high school national championships, in a pair of ASICS shoes. He knows it, he knows the story because I told it to him. And I buried the pair of ASICS shoes on the course. And to this day, I still think those ASICS shoes are buried on the course in Balboa Park in San Diego.
Did you think they were gonna grow an ASICS tree?
Well, I just didn't know maybe they dig it up or something like that and plant a tree or whatever like that. But I did bury those shoes. I know I told you that story a couple of years ago. Buried those ASICS Foot Locker Nationals.
77
buried those
years
shoes at
young.
Balboa Park.
Mary
Out of honor. They're buried
Woltuck
there.
right here. And Donna's our Wonder Woman. Hello, athletes. Welcome home to your finish line.
Deborah Fitzpatrick from Quincy, Mass, representing Alzheimer's Association. And that's Elizabeth Dominski, representing Dana-Farber. Lots of Dana-Farber folks out here today.
Big sponsor of our Numbers for Nonprofit program. 75 million raised in the past 25 years. Here's Maxie Pomeroy.
Maxie out of East Sandwich, Massachusetts.
Hello, ladies. How are you? Welcome to your finish line.
Erica Shear. Erica and Deborah Shear. Hello, ladies. Come on, you got to keep up. Let's cross the line together. Get that money shot for marathon photo.
Go. Out there running for Why Me and Sherry's house, hand in hand.
Laura Keefe coming on in here from Dennis, Mass. You got this. It's right there for you.
And Madeline Lapointe for the Heron Project. I want to shout out in our VIP area, Forrest Gump, still fully costumed, totally in it, wearing the Nikes that probably were not designed to go that distance, but they've got commitment right there. We got Forrest Gump, we had Lobster Man.
Lobster Man.
And we got Eileen and Eric, we got the Hatches.
So many great stories from today. Ben Flanagan raising over $24,000, chasing down 8,000 athletes to raise some very, very valuable funds. We had Brian, my gosh, 43 years in a row running Falmouth Road Race. So many great stories out here. Larry Cole, 91 years old, almost a course record broken in the men's side. Records broken everywhere else. Meanwhile, Ellen Connolly from New Hampton. Way to go, Ellen. Running for Recovery Without Walls. Just a handful of athletes still out there. We want to make sure we give them their due as they come across. There we go. Let's run it on in here. Way to go, Karen and Penelope Costa.
And where
it's your time.
Mark, they're from right here in Falmouth.
Right here in Falmouth. The Costas representing Falmouth.
The youth of Falmouth getting out there on the run. It is a beautiful day to do hard things, and you are going the distance out there.
Lori Papa, welcome to the finish line, Lori.
And if we look up at the top of the hill, we see the red, white, and blue, our nation's flag being run into this finish line. Lori Papa.
Dennis Hanlon coming on in.
And he's a Marine. A big round of applause and thank you to all of our service members, our veterans. We cannot thank you enough. Sydney and Katie from Falmouth. Oh, we got a little, that's a lot of work on the hamstrings downhill after 7 miles.
Wow, was that, you think they did that the whole 7 miles?
You won't even carry me this far.
I won't even
across the
carry you
finish.
like back up to the booth. I can't do it, not with these old knees.
It's the hamstrings, as we know. Anyone who's run the Boston Marathon knows those downhills.
Yeah.
Eats them up. Oh, I don't want to knock that over.
Don't knock over my Tito's and G, baby. She almost knocked over my Tito's and Gatorade. That would have been a war right there.
I was just kidding. You can keep carrying her. You were being very chivalrous
That
out
was
there.
very, very chivalrous.
The hands are up. We are celebrating. Keep that energy going, crowd. Look at this joy.
That's right. We've been waiting for you.
No, you are right on time. Who sings this song, Mark? This is harder. Just kidding.
Put me on the spot every time.
There you go. Hands up, Donna McLaughlin. Welcome to your finish line.
Hey!
Everybody say, good job, Donna. See, now my Tito's crew having such a great time. They're going to start. All right, who sings this? Come on.
Oh, come on.
Cowboy, if I say Cowboy Carter, does
Edward
that help?
Martin coming on in. Edward. There we go. Recognize Edward. Out of Westboro, Mass. Way to go. Marcia got it from East Falmouth. There you go, Marcia. All you.
73 and Chet Coates, 85.
Chet
years
Coates,
young for
85.
Chet.
VIP section. Can I get some love for Chet?
And Charles, I know that jersey. Hi, Charles. Way to go.
Oh, these are the VIPs of the race. They're getting the love. Lily Wynn from Boston
yeah.
coming on in. And look at this handsome trio coming on in. Let's give it up for them. We got Michael Cups and Stacks.
You could've
Oh my
just
God, I
stopped
totally
it, Michael.
butchered that. Joshua Holly as well. Joshua representing ALS 1. Thank you, Joshua, for all you do.
You have done it. Let's hear it for these gorgeous ladies as they come home.
Kathy Stone.
And Maggie Zubha, 75 and 70 years young, 70 and strong.
We got our volunteers coming on out here. I'm not sure if we probably still have, there's always that handful still out there we're going to wait on. It will trickle in. Again, we got the legendary, illustrious Matt West from Dempsey Sports. He'll give us a little bit of a report here soon to see how many folks we still expect out on the course. Looks like he told them to hold back here. Maybe there might be 1, 2, 3, or 4 still out there. And I want to make sure these remaining athletes out here that my peeps in the Veeps, peeps in the Veeps, peeps in the VIP section, I want a lot of love for these last athletes as they come on in.
If you liked it and you ran it, we should have put a medal on it. We should have given
Put a medal on it.
Should have put a medal on it. Celebrate them. And we did. We celebrated our top 3 elite men and women, our top 3 wheelchair athletes. 3 of our divisions were in the top 3, had Olympic champions and Paralympic champions. So just a fantastic day of racing here in Falmouth. We flirted with our men's wheelchair record. His own record, Daniel Romanchuk, was in 12 seconds of that record. And those
And
men,
the men, they flirted too within just about 3 or 4 seconds as well. They were definitely on pace the first 2 or 3 miles, and then once it settled down to the 2 runners there, seemed like it was just a little bit more of a strategic situation, and they came in just missing that course record, but still a great race in the men's side. On the women's side, in the wheelchairs, want to thank all of our athletes. A big shout out to all of our spectators that came out here to support this event, whether you had folks running in this event or you just came down here to support this great event in Falmouth. We want to thank all the spectators. Again, Big shout out to all of our volunteers. Can I give a big round of applause? All of our volunteers! You folks truly run these events. Thank you, volunteers. Thank you, public safety. Thank you, sponsors. Thank you, ASICS. Thank you, runners. And thank you, George Sherrill from Falmouth. Coming on in. Give it up for George, VIP. 68 years young. George representing Falmouth. Now, VIP folks, I'm going to need a little bit more love for these last remaining athletes. So, a big roar. Let's give them love. You've been in here partying, enjoying yourselves. They've been out there hustling and hurting for you. So, we want to make sure that we give them a lot of love. Again, more shout outs. Big shout out to our medical staff, our communications team, our timing company. Big thank you to Marathon Photo. Thank you to all our sponsors. Thank you to, again, ASICS Run House, your local running store here, selling all of the official gear for the Falmouth Road Race presented by ASICS. Thank you to all the folks working behind the scenes, serving up those hot dogs, serving all this food, this yummy food here in the VIP section. And just a big shout out to everyone out here today for such a beautiful morning and afternoon. We hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day. Again, we still got a couple of folks out there, but we want to make sure everybody has a safe but fun day out there here in Falmouth. Please enjoy this beautiful city. Keep giving that love back, and they'll keep giving that love back, and we'll keep having a good time. So it doesn't quite look like we have shut the course off. Got some of our race team logistics folks up there near the top of the hill, waiting to see if we're going to get maybe one or two more athletes to come on down in here before we wrap things up here at the finish line. Carissa, what so far has been your favorite part of the weekend? We started off Friday with the track festival presented by ASICS. And we're now getting towards the waning 11th hour here of the Falmouth Road Race presented by ASICS. What has been your favorite moment so far? And I think I already know what it is.
Well, because he's pointing at me, I'm going to say Peter right here in the VIP, finishing up his race. We're so excited for Peter. But, you know, honestly, what Ben Flanagan did and learning about the J-Rod Foundation and knowing the goal was 5,000 runners and hearing when he passed 8,000 plus, knowing the big impact that's going to make for adaptive athletes, for kids with disabilities, and to have that happen on the 50th anniversary of the Falmouth Road Race, where we're celebrating the courageous decision for the organizers in 1975 to say yes, when so many other race organizers said, no, the wheelchair division, it shouldn't happen. I heard stories where they likened them to inline skaters or skateboarders. You're not athletes, you're a nuisance. No, chair athletes, duo athletes, our Paralympic athletes deserve a place here on the road, and Falmouth gave them that 50 years ago. So to tie that all together with the J-Rod Foundation, I think that's my favorite part. What about you?
Yeah, well, you stole my favorite part. I thought you were going to talk about the SPLI, the kids race and the mascot races on Saturday. Big shout out to all the families that brought their kids out to the kids event there on Saturday morning. Carissa was there holding down the fort. And I thought you would probably say that, but I agree with you. Ben Flanagan, such a great story. 3-time Falmouth Road Race champion, son-in-law to Scott Gelfie. So he is definitely part of this family in more ways than one. But yeah, such a great storyline to have that kind of come out, this weekend. But again, I loved everything. The mile races, Silas Gartner repeating as champion in the boys mile. Seeing Tatiana McFadden and Daniel Romanchuk just absolutely tear up that track in those lightning fast chairs on Friday night. I thought that was really great. I missed the drone show. I wish they could have brought back the drone show maybe another year. But it was a great event, great weather, great times. Great race in the men's race. I just think the all around the weekend has just been beautiful. And really just want to thank everybody. Thank you for bringing us out. I don't want to speak on behalf of Carissa, but I'm so excited that all the folks here at Falmouth brought me back here again to have another great time. I enjoy it. I know Carissa does. We know everybody else out here does. I know everybody in the VIP section enjoys themselves. How can you not?
Team Tito's over there.
Yeah. Tito's fun.
All right, I think I see on the approach some walkers on the way in, and we are going to celebrate them in.
All right, this is where I want to feel and hear the love from the VIP section for these two young ladies coming on in here. Let's give it up for them now. That's it, they're gonna run on in here. Welcome to the finish line, Colleen Brightman, Rachel Calabrese.
They're running from Convy Kids out of Foxborough. All right, my spectators, my party people, stick around if you can, because we still have athletes on their 7-mile journey, and we want to remind them how fantastic we think they are.
Come on, peeps from the beach, peeps from the VIP, let's give some love.
Melissa and Karen. Great job, ladies. Well
All right,
done.
they wrapped it up.
And our final finishers, Falmouth. Let's hear it for them.
Thank you, Falmouth. Thank you for having us. Thank you, ASICS. Thank you, ASICS. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to the volunteers again. Thank you to everyone from behind the scenes, the race committee, Falmouth Road Race Board of Directors, Scott Gelfie for joining us up on the mic once again. We want to thank Tony Revis, the legendary Tony Revis, for joining us throughout the weekend. Thank you to all the volunteers, race staff, race directors, Dimsey, so many people. Who am I missing, Carissa? I think I got everybody.
If you're here and you made a difference, thank you, because you made a difference in the lives of runners. You helped raise millions of dollars for charity. That's a good thing.
Yes.
It was a great day. Be proud of yourself, be kind, and we'll see you real soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you out on the roads.